Yeah. Whoa. I speak. We change lives, Jesus. I speak.
Welcome to the TP Masterclass. On behalf of Cliff Cheqona and the entire TP family, we're honored to have you here. You didn't just join a live session. You stepped into a transformational experience designed to help you master your mind, align your emotions, and trade with clarity and conviction. We'll be starting shortly. In the meantime, settle in and prepare your notepad. Like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. And most importantly, invite someone who needs this. Because around here, we don't just trade, we transform. Let's get started soon.
I speak life, I speak spirit, we change lives, Jesus did it. I speak life, I speak spirit, we change lives, Jesus did it. Step into my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday. We change lives, Jesus did it. I'm stepping to my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday. We change lives, Jesus did it.
I think big, I dream big, I trade smart.
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry, if you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for Trading Psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple: education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
It's a mind game.
Hi, TP family, and welcome back to another TP Masterclass. I'm Tennyson Shells, and I just want to start by showing some love to every single person that is currently on the live stream. You are very welcome, and I hope you continue to stay with us throughout the coming weeks, that we will continue to have TP Masterclass. If you are tuning in from Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, UK, US, you guys are always logged in, and I just want to say a very big thank you for showing up. But if you are from any other country aside the countries that I mentioned, please do go ahead to put it in the chat box, the live chat, to let me know where you are tuning in from right now so that I can give you a shout out. And also, if this is your first time joining the TP Masterclass, I want to say a big welcome to you. And I would like for you to say first time in the live chat so that we can welcome you properly on the screen by giving you a shout out. And because you're also a first time here, that means you are also new to Cliff Cheqona's channel. So if you're new and wondering where to begin your journey, do not worry. We have set up a playlist for you. So all you have to do is just go to the YouTube channel of Cliff Cheqona, and you will see a playlist with all the previous TP masterclasses. And I would like for you to start from the first one, especially the one that says what is really trading psychology. That episode will help you understand why we are doing this in the first place and what this community is really about. So, because we don't just talk about the charts, we deal with the mindset behind every single trader's trade. Okay, another thing that we also do from Monday to Friday, we post what we call the TP declaration. It's just a picture with a few powerful words written on it. I really would like for you guys not to scroll past it. I want you to read it out loud, read the instructions, read it out loud, speak it over your day, and let it enter into your system. Because before you enter on the market to trade for the day, you need to enter with the right mindset. And these declarations are not just quotes, they are tools for your alignment with the financial market. Another thing that I just want to take a quick moment for us to bring our attention to is wherever you are, I would like for you to practice some breathing exercises where you practice the 4-7-8 breathing exercises, where you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, and you let go for 8 seconds, which is the 4-7-8 breathing exercises. This will help you remove every distraction from your environment. It will also help you to remember that, oh, I have not grabbed my notebook yet, so let me go grab my notebook right now. You can even have a sticky notes to write down the notes that you'll be learning from this masterclass. It's just something to help you take notes with. It can be anything: journal, notebook, phone, iPad, tablet, your desktop, anything that will be able to give you the freedom to participate and take notes. Please do so, because you never know, you might hear something today, that light bulb moment, you might get it today. And you can only do so by making sure that you take notes. Okay, and one quick last thing that I just want to say is that this is a very serious reminder, because this space that we have built for TP Masterclass is for healing, clarity, and the truth. And if anyone in the comments is trolling, spamming, or distracting others, I will quietly remove you from the live stream. It's not anything personal, it's just about protecting the atmosphere that we have built here on the TP Masterclass, because some people are really here to change their life, to change their future, to have a transformed mind, because fix your mind to fix your trading. So let us be respectful of this space, of each other, and honor the process. So I'm just gonna pass it on to the next session, and I will be right back to continue with my shout out. Thank you guys.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's
Okay. Guys, as usual, you guys know the drill. Just type some number ones in the chat if you guys can hear me clearly. Just want to get every technicals out of the way and we can get cracking straight on. And hello, everyone, by the way. Hope you guys are doing good. Just let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me loud and clear, and we shall continue. Nice to see you too, Emmanuel. Good evening, Duke. Is it Duxa? If I mispronounced that, I do apologize. All right. Otwele, if I said that correctly. Mr. Master MD, welcome to the call. And Curti, if I've mispronounced that again, once again, I do apologize. But yes, thank you very much for communicating with me. And also, a warm welcome to every single person here on the TP Masterclass. Just like to give a big shout out to Tennyson Shells for doing a great job opening this session. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Willis Arome. I am a father. I'm a husband. I am somebody who's very much family orientated. And I've been a participant of the financial markets now for just over 4.5 years. So coming up to 5 years in October. And I'm super excited for how this journey has been and the journey as it continues. All right. This segment and this TP Masterclass has been incredibly transformational for me. It's not often that we get to hear what it's like for the speakers. And I can honestly say from a transformational perspective, from a study perspective, it's definitely shifted my mindset into the person that I'm becoming now. And also the person that I am as a trader as well. And also on a daily basis, the individual that I need to become in order to attract the results that I'm after. And I'm sure that each and every single person is after as well. All right. So once again, for those of you who are brand new to the session, my name is Willis Aromi, as I've mentioned. And for those of you that tune in every single week, just want to say, big up yourself. Well done. Keep coming in, keep getting transformed. And God willing, we are changing lives every single day, every single week. We have a session. All right. So without further ado, we'll go into our session today. If you didn't know, and if you're brand new specifically, the book summary that we're currently, the summary that we're currently doing right now is The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. All right. A book that's incredible. In fact, if we go back to last week's session, we touched on the difference between the rich versus the poor. Of course, we're talking about the secrets of the millionaire mind. And what the book actually does is it gives you a comparison of a rich person and a poor person. To give you a little bit more context, when we think about a rich person and a poor person, we're not specifically talking about the money that they have in their wallet or their bank account. No, we're really discussing and going into deep facts and deep understanding of the mentality that they are surrounded by, right? So, for example, a rich person, they think in a particular way, right? A rich person thinks abundance. A rich person thinks, I see opportunities, although there's a roadblock, there's many obstacles, but they think opportunity. They think, how am I going to get past this particular obstacle? Whereas the poor person just stops at the obstacle. And that's where they are always limited. Okay. And this is one of the differences when it comes to a rich person versus a poor person. Then, of course, we dived a lot deeper into the different parts, such as talking about how rich people think a lot bigger and poor people think small. Okay. In the same regard that when they thinking bigger, they're thinking about the opportunities, just like what I explained. And then a poor person, they cannot get past the roadblock. They cannot get past, okay, there's an issue. There's some traffic. What can I do? Right. What can I do to occupy my time? What can I do to still grow? Right. And that's the difference between the rich person and the poor person. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go straight into the segment. This week, we're going to be touching on 3 different wealth files from the book. Now, one thing to highlight is if you are reading the book, in fact, if you do me a massive favor right now, I think I did this for our last book review, which was The Psychology of Money. So I'm going to do it now for The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I just want everyone to type in the chat for those of you specifically who are reading the book, who have either finished the book, still reading the book, studying the book in depth, or just taking it pace by pace like I am doing on these particular sessions. So just let me know in the chat. Just put some number 1s in the chat to say I'm following with you, or number 2s in the chat to say I finished the book, and maybe some number 3s in the chat if you haven't read the book at all. I just wanted to kind of find out who we have in the room. All right. Can we get the hard copy of this book? Number 1s. Okay, brilliant. Mr. Nelson. Okay, we have, is it Ramadan Ibrahim? Number 2s. Okay, brilliant. So we have, I'm guessing, some people that are following with me and pacing themselves, and some people have, they've probably finished the book. Some people haven't read the book at all. I'm in wealth file number 9. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Absolutely. And what's so interesting is we're going to be going into wealth file number 9 today as well. All right. One thing that I wanted to highlight is in the book, some people may, one thing that I've been doing specifically is I've been analyzing and finding out a lot of the things that can really hit home. In fact, the entire book, everything about this book is value that you can actually take and implement, not just in your trading life, but also in your personal life as well. You will even see when I mention a lot of the things I have to do. Sometimes it has nothing to do with trading. Sometimes it's to do with business. Sometimes it's to do with sales. Okay. But it's also very important to highlight that a lot of the things that we highlight, these are things that can really shift our focus, shift our minds, and start acting like a responsible person to get the results that we want. For example, I'm sure you've heard oftentimes that trading is a business, right? Why do we say that trading is a business? The reason we say trading is a business is not because it requires a shop to start. It requires an online website for you to start trading. Not necessarily. The reason we say trading is a business is because it requires the attitude, it requires a systematic way of thinking, a systematic way of doing things in order for you to consistently get the results that you're after. Say, for example, I may have used this example last week at some point, but if you wanted to start a restaurant or a shop and your operational hours, let's just say your operational hours that are most successful would be from Monday through to Saturday. Okay, so Monday to Saturday, and then you don't open on a Sunday. Sundays are usually your days off. Those are the days you're not trading in terms of business, right? And then for some weird reason, you said, okay, the business is not performing, so therefore I want to be able to open up on a Sunday, knowing full well that Sundays are, number one, days that you perform, are not days that you perform, and number two, Sundays are days where you're not going to get much customers anyway. So there's no point of opening. But because you're saying, oh, you know what, there's hope. Maybe if I open on a Sunday, I'm going to get more money. And then what happens is you end up losing money, right? And this is what we mean by trading is a business, because you have to understand that there's an approach, there's a system. Okay, there's a way that you have to function and operate. In the same regard, I'm speaking about opening on a particular day, is in the same way that I'm speaking about. You don't necessarily have to trade every single day. You don't have to trade every single session. Okay, there are certain plays that you look at. There's certain things you have to analyze in the market in order for you to assess, okay, this is a day for me to trade, or this is just not a day. It's simply not a day for me to trade. Or I'm very, very tired. If I go into the market, the chances are I could make money and I could lose money. I know it's 50-50. However, because you're tired, maybe you'll get a bit more aggressive, or maybe you may react in such a way that gets you very frustrated and very angry at the fact that you traded because you were tired, knowing full well you should not have participated in the market, right? So trading is, it's a great skill set to have. But one thing that I just wanted to reiterate based on what I'm saying currently is that everything that we speak about here, everything that we have even in this book, though this is the Trading Psychology Masterclass, okay, a lot of these things you can absolutely apply in every area of your life, okay? But specifically in terms of the wealth files, we are going to be touching on wealth file number 6, okay, wealth file number 7, and wealth file number 9, okay? I'm going to say that one more time. So that's wealth file number 6, wealth file number 7, and wealth file number 9, okay? So that's wealth file number 6, wealth file number 7, and wealth file number 9. Those are the 3 wealth files we're going to be digging deep into today. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to mention before we fully continue and immerse into this session is this: gratitude. I was taking some time to think about how far I've come and the person I'm even becoming right now. And in the last couple of weeks, and I'll also confess as well, I have been away. I have been busy with family, and I've also been reflecting a lot. And in my reflection, the word gratitude came up. Okay. And I just wanted to say I'm grateful. I'm practicing gratitude on a daily basis for the things I have, and also for the things that I don't have. Okay. That's very important, because oftentimes we complain about the things we don't have, but oftentimes you won't even know God is actually protecting you from the things that you actually desire so bad. Right. And what you don't know, God is actually protecting you, because that thing that you desire so hard and so bad is something that might potentially destroy you as well. Okay, so all with great and perfect timing, and God's divine timing, most importantly. Okay, but gratitude is the word that came up for me in the last couple of weeks, and I've been grateful. Just during my off season, I haven't necessarily been trading as consistently because of traveling and so on, but I'm absolutely grateful for how far I've come. And I want you guys to do the exact same thing as well. Gratitude is a place I want every single person to start from. Okay. Now, also, I don't want to, just throw it out there as a random. There's a reason why I spoke about gratitude, because in the next wealth file, okay, that we're discussing today, Wealth file number 6, we're talking about rich people admire other rich people. Okay, and thank you very much in the chat for those of you who are still messaging and just giving us an idea of where you guys are inside the book as well. Okay, so wealth file number 6 is that rich people admire other rich people and poor people resent successful people. Okay, so what do we mean by that? Now, when it comes to rich people, right, rich, successful, you also have to understand that at some point you are, number one, you're striving to become that rich person or that successful person, right? And also when you are even in that position, now let's just give you a different description. Let's just say you're in a position of knowledge. You know something that somebody else doesn't know. And because of that information that you hold very well, people are going to come to you and ask questions. This can even be at work. You might be at work and let's just say you're very competent in your field in IT. I'm just using a random example here, but you're in IT and people depend on you for specific information, be it coding, be it cybersecurity, whatever the case is, right? But people come to you because you have a particular skill set or particular knowledge that people depend on, right? At the end of the day, if you have something that people don't have, sometimes the question is, what do these people think of me? Do these people even value me? Right? And if your attitude and your mentality is, I can't stand this individual, but the thing is, you're going to be one day that individual that people can't stand as well. I hope you guys are getting where I'm coming from so far. Because in the same manner and in the same respect, the attitude that you hold towards individuals, be it you're envious, be it you're admiring the person from a distance, okay? The reality is, depending on the mindset that you have, the attitude that you have, it can actually impact your own potential journey as well, okay? Think about trading. This is one thing that I'm sure once upon a time we may have all done. We may have resented a particular person for the type of, and I think it's a bit of a twofold thing here, because let's just say we have somebody who has the cars, the Lamborghinis, the houses, the holidays, you know, the excursions, the things that they do when they meet up as big groups of traders, right? I'm sure you guys have seen online on Instagram or such, where a group of massive millionaire traders all meet up and they do some wild and crazy things, right? And it looks good. It looks fun, right? From the outside, that is, at least. It looks as though they're having a wonderful time and mingling with like-minded individuals, right? But we've all seen these individuals now, whether be it that they're genuine people trading or they're just people who maybe, I don't know, it could be the case that, oh, maybe this guy makes a lot more of his money from courses and blah, blah, blah. His expertise is not great. He had his mentorship and also, it doesn't necessarily matter. My point here, the point I'm trying to drive home at the minute is this, is that at some point we may have looked at that individual with some level of maybe doubt, some level of insecurity, some level of hatred towards that person, instead of looking at that person from a place of, you know what, I'm actually grateful that I've seen this. I'm motivated to actually go after my personal goals. I'm not envious for the things and the materialistic things that they have. However, I am motivated that I've seen this, and I now need to focus on my goals, focus on everything that I need to do in order to achieve the things as part of my progression. Okay. Instead of doing that, sometimes we may just look at them and be like, look at this guy, this fake guy. And deep down, it's your bank account that's the one that's suffering. It's your bank account that's the one that's actually suffering in terms of trading results, in terms of profits, in terms of progression. In terms of work, you're struggling, but you're depending on trading to see a breakthrough. But yet, sometimes we could be the same person resenting a successful person and maybe judging them or prejudging them for the things that they've achieved as well, though we're not at that great position. Sometimes we may say things such as, if I was this person, this is how I would use the money, right? If I was this person and I had £10,000 per month or $10,000 per month, this is how I'd put my money to good use, right? Not knowing that it's all about stewardship. What you have as little, how you steward that is actually what's going to manifest when you have a lot more money, right? So the question is, with the little that you're doing, are you doing that currently as well, right? The things that you're saying that you would do, are you doing it from a smaller scale? Are you depending on money to achieve certain aspects of things? Or are you doing it from an integrity perspective? Are you doing it from a creative perspective? Are you finding other ways to build quality relationships to still get those goals accomplished in the first place? Or are you really just depending on, I need the money, I'm going to do what I'm saying I'm going to do a lot better than this individual? So my point here, the points that I'm trying to drive home is, oftentimes, or at some point in our trading journeys, we may have looked at an individual and resented them for what they have achieved, instead of just being very appreciative of the things that they probably achieved and the things that we are yet to accomplish as well. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's just continue. So now the other point I wanted to drive home is this. You have to basically be in a position to admire other successful people, right? Admire other successful people, celebrate them, because what you also celebrate, it will also align with the things that you're trying to accomplish as well. Okay, your mindset also shapes your outcome. So here's one thing that I want you guys to take home. Maybe you've heard it before, maybe you haven't heard it before, but picture this, that as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So think about the things and the thoughts, the ideas that you hold towards other people. That's also kind of how you're thinking about yourself as well. Okay. So please, please, please bear that in mind, that how you think about other people, you're also thinking about yourself. If you're saying you resent other people for the things that they have or the success that they have, think about how other people are going to view you when it comes to when you cross over to that place of abundance as well. Are people going to really admire you for the lives that you've changed, the impact that you've had, the purpose that's on your life, for why you even started to trade in the first place? Or are people going to resent you? Okay. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Just bear that in mind. Okay. So the next wealth file is this, is that rich people associate with positive and successful people, whereas poor people associate with negative and unsuccessful people. So that's wealth file number 7, that rich people associate themselves with positive and successful people, whereas poor people, they associate with negative people. Have you often spoken about your problems, and it's almost like you live in your problems? That's all you ever think about, right? That's all you ever think about. And this is why it's important to remember that your circle of influence, or the people that you surround yourself with, is vital to your progressing when it comes to trading. It's so, so vital. Okay. We've heard this in one way or another. And it's so interesting because I was doing a little bit of what it is. I've had 2 different perspectives. Some people say you're the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. Okay. You're the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. But that's how that may be true. This is also a little bit more profound, that you're the average of all of the people that you surround yourself with. So although maybe your friendship circle, or your circle of influence, or your circle at work or business, or even trading, although that might be your immediate 5 friends or your immediate circle, whenever you have conversations with other people, do they agree with you? Do they disagree with you? Do they actually contribute towards your growth, your change in mindset, your change in heart? Or do they actually add to what's already existing? So for instance, you might already have 5 friends, and let's just say you're all in a position where you're striving to become successful, right? But let's just say there's a lot of things that you need to work on, and you haven't broken out of that realm of, I'm still backtesting, or I'm still figuring out my strategy, or I'm still trying a few different strategies that may potentially work, right? And then you go to another person who might be going through the exact same thing, but none of you have decided to really seek out a mentor, or to come to this particular masterclass as consistently as possible to gain wisdom, gain a knowledge, gain an understanding, or just expand your mind into some of the stuff that is actually important to focus on, right? So if none of you are doing that, guess what? You're going to add from 5 friends to the 6th person. It might not have to be your friend, but it could be a 6th person that's now adding more words to what already exists. Then before you know it, although those extra people are not friends, you have loads of different people speaking into your life, and your circle of influence just becomes, I don't want to say negative, but it just basically continues to be what it currently is, if that makes sense. All right. So you are the average of all the people that you surround yourself with, be it that they speak into your life, be it that They've given you some type of information, and that's what you're pondering on. Okay. But what you want to do is you want to model successful people. Okay. You want to model successful people. Now, as you want to model successful people, here's one thing that you could do as well is that you want to start becoming the model that other people can follow. But you have to be able to do that by modeling people who are successful that already exist, in other words. I hope this is hitting home for somebody, right? So let's just say you've seen somebody online. Perfect example. We have some incredible traders and incredible mentors on this panel. We have the likes of Cliff Cheqona. We have the likes of Kema on these sessions every single week, week in and week out, pouring into you guys from a knowledge perspective. Okay, but these are individuals which I do highly respect in terms of their skill set, their experience as well. Very vital, right? But do you really take for granted, or do you take as much value from the things that are being taught on a weekly basis? Are you taking the notes? Are you going back to the sessions and listening over and over and over again? Has it become a part of you? Are you reading these declarations on a daily basis? Are you doing the work that's required in order for you to get to that level of stagnation to transformation? Are you doing those things? That's the question I wanted to ask every single person, right? Because at the end of the day, as you can see on the screen, it says that you'll either affect people or infect people, in the same way that somebody can affect you or infect you. Okay, so let's just say you are modeling somebody who is successful, or at least you're trying to model somebody who you perceive to be successful. Well, the reality is, if you see them as success, they are going to affect you in a positive way. In the same way, if they talk negatively, or if you see there's certain traits that causes them to be negative, right, they can infect you. Just like in any infection. When we have an infection, right, it's something that we're trying to get rid of. When we have an infection in our bodies, a sickness, we want to get rid of it as quick as possible. The reality is it's still contagious. In the same way, in your circle of influence, it's contagious. If somebody speaks about wanting to make 6 figures every single time, you already know that's something that's going to be perceived in your mind at some point, right? In the same way, if you have somebody in your circle that keeps saying, man, these markets are rigged, right? These markets are, they don't want us to win. Oh man, these markets are, they're twisted. Now, although these things may be true, it's how you speak that can affect and influence the type of results that you're actually after at the same time, right? So energy is contagious, in other words. The same way you can actually get an infection is the same way that somebody can infect you with their poor mentality. But it no longer becomes an infection. It becomes more of an effect on other people when you take the good parts, or you see somebody speaking positively into your life. You have this TP Masterclass where we speak into you guys. We give you things, perspectives, transformational value that you can actually take to implement into your trading lives, in your personal life. Okay, this is an effect that can get you to that place of transformation. Okay, hope that is making sense for every single person. But what are some other things that you can potentially do as well? Some practical things, right? Let's just say, okay, well, I want to celebrate other successful people. I want to be a part of successful individuals that trade, that can influence my mentality, that can present more opportunities than just pressing buy and sell on a MetaTrader platform. I want to be involved, whereby maybe I can work for somebody who works on the trading floor. Like, I'm just giving you different ideas and things to take. You know, I don't know exactly where everyone is at in terms of the region that they're from, in terms of the opportunities that are available, but here are some stuff that you can also do. Number one, tune into the weekly TP Masterclass on a regular basis. Participate in the content that we're providing on a weekly basis. Okay. Number two, if you don't necessarily have access to rich, successful, profitable, or experienced traders, there are podcasts that you can listen to. Okay. There are podcasts you can listen to of individuals that have a lot of experience when it comes to trading. And one thing that I would even go far to say when it comes to these podcasts is we're not necessarily looking for what strategy do they use for trading. I'm looking for the success or the rich mindset that they've adopted in order for them to get the results that they currently have. the journey. Oftentimes, I always see that before they became successful, there was a period of time that caused them to go through trials, through different structure shifts, implementing a system, things that worked, things that didn't work, 18 months of consistent back testing. You know, there's different things. In other words, what I'm saying is it's not something that just happens overnight and then they became successful. Oftentimes, most of the things that you'll gain value from is individuals that have either worked from an institutional background, or somebody at least that stood the test of time after 5, 6, 7, or even 10 years of trading. And they've understood something based on studying their own patterns. Okay. Writing down successful traits and habits and behaviors of successful traders. Okay. Or you have the ability to attend physical events. Okay. Anywhere that you might be, be it Nigeria, be it somewhere in Asia, in Pakistan, in the Middle East, wherever you guys are tuning in from, seek to find certain valuable places or certain circles that you want to be a part of in order for you to continue to grow. But here's the key factor to all of this. You have to be very intentional with this, because without being intentional, because you're dragging yourself to be to this masterclass, for example, you might not necessarily be transformed as you might expect it. You might just be wishful thinking, or in a place of wishful thinking. But you have to be very intentional with these things that I'm giving you as examples to accelerate your circle. Okay. And then we have wealth file number 9. Okay. So wealth file number 9 is that rich people are bigger than their problems and poor people are smaller than their problems. All right. So what do we mean by this? So rich people or poor people, we see that we have problems regardless. You cannot escape the reality of life. You cannot escape the reality of challenges. What are some challenges that we know we may face? Things such as drawdowns, things such as bad setups or trades that we've entered into. We've entered too early, we've entered a bit too late, or we've entered, although we shouldn't have entered into the market full stop, right? I know some of you decided to trade on a Friday yesterday, although it was July the 4th, which is, I believe, I think is the American independence. If I'm incorrect, please correct me if I'm wrong. But in other words, it's a bank holiday, right? It's one of the major bank holidays of the United States. And for most people that were trading, the market either fully went in your way or it completely didn't, or was very, very stagnant based on how you're deciding to trade, right? But what are some other setbacks? Unexpected volatility. A market went in a particular direction. It not only hit your stop loss, but it slipped you out of position, whereby you're in such a drawdown where, you know, it's just completely unexpected. It's unplanned, unexpected, and you regret even being in that particular position, right? Or let's just say you just don't understand how to manage your account correctly. And these are all some types of setbacks when it comes to trading. You've lost a certain amount of money over a certain period of time that you didn't expect to lose, and now you're in this particular position, right? But you have to see the opportunities in those setbacks at the same time. What are some examples? Some examples could be this. You can now set up yourself to start journaling every single loss and understand and identify why you took the trade in the first place and why you lost. I'm saying this as if it's easy. I'm assuming that every single person will get this, but I also understand that it's not necessarily the case, because not every single person might be as disciplined as they should be, right? Not every single person would be as disciplined to write every single day, to journal their loss, right? I've been sometimes at that place a very long time ago in the past where on a losing day, I just wouldn't trade, or I wouldn't document my trade, why I entered in the first place, right? And yeah, it's just not great, because in fact, you should document your trades specifically when you lose even more than when you win. Okay, because this is how you now identify where I went wrong, how I could correct it. But you're not necessarily correcting the trade setup itself. You're actually correcting your thought process as to why you entered into the market in the first place. Okay, remember, with this TP Masterclass, we're actually helping you guys and training you guys in terms of making better, educated, and more conscious decisions based on knowing that we have psychology in the first place. Okay. Trading is not just buy and sell. Yes, from a technical perspective, there's buy and sell, there's market structure, there's all types of things that we can explore when it comes to the skill set. However, when it comes to decision making, it's so broad. When it comes to decision making, for every single person will tell me a different story as to why they entered and why they didn't. It's so broad, it's so diverse. Hence why it needs to be studied. Hence why we are all here on this session today, right? So one way of problem solving is facing the reality. I've taken a loss. Why did I lose? It's not because it hit break of structure all the time. It's not because it was a slippage every single time. It may be because this is a day that maybe I shouldn't have traded and I decided to enter into the market. It may be a day where there was great opportunities, but I was tired. It may be a day where I wasn't disciplined today. I had an argument with my brother, my sister, my spouse, right? My son was running around in the room, right? And this is the reason why I just wasn't focused. And rather than deciding this is just not a day to participate in the market, you decided to go in anyway. These are all just different things that you can think about in terms of your progression as a trader as well. Okay. Success in trading comes to those who grow bigger than their challenges, and not to those who want the easy path. Okay. So don't seek for that easy path. I've done it in the past where I've gone from one strategy and I'm now on YouTube trying to find another person talking about the same strategy, but then now they've added their spice to it. And then another person talks about the same strategy and then they've added a different type of sauce into it. And then that, before you know it, it's a different mixture all completely, right? And then before you know, you're looking into another strategy because it worked for a week and then it just didn't work. And then you're just on another strategy, right? Because I'm seeking that easy path. I'm seeking if I can't get a 100% win rate, what is the 90 or the least I will go is 85% win rate. What's the 85% win rate that will work for me in terms of trading where I can flip an account from $100 to 500, from 500 to 1,000? What is the easy path? What's the easy way? And as you're searching for that easy way, you could have actually implemented the right things and gone a lot further in your trading journey, which always is often the case. Okay. So when you have obstacles such as I'm stagnant in my trading, I want to make money. Maybe money is not what you should be focusing on. Maybe it's the process. Maybe it's your trading plan that you've been telling yourself you're going to write for ages. Maybe it's just the disappointment of I've come to a realization that my goals by the next 3 to 6 months, I didn't achieve it. Okay, what's next? Do I go again for another 6 months and hope for the best? No. Go again for another 6 months until you continue to achieve everything that you set out to do. But it doesn't have to come from a financial perspective. Most importantly is the financial element of it comes as a byproduct of the habits that you build over time. Okay. Do I need to work on patience? Then work on patience. Do I need to work on my setup? Do I need to work on the type of session that I should enter trades into? Yes, 100%. Okay. So these are all things that you can think about when it comes to challenges. Okay. But most importantly, when you have different challenges, remember this, that rich people, they are bigger than their problems. They look at a level 10 problem. Sorry, they look at a level 5 problem. And if they are level 2, it looks massive. It looks like, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. But when you look at a place, when you're at a place of level 10 and you look at level 5 problem, you're like, okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. Okay. Money is not really the issue. It's just I needed to progress. I needed to speak to this individual. Maybe my skill set is what's important. Maybe I need to backtest for some time in order for me to get consistent habits. And then before you know it, I've got some successful contacts based on the networks that I've accumulated over time. And maybe this individual may help me get to the next person. And maybe that might be my next breakthrough. Okay. Rich people, they think bigger and they are bigger than their problems. Whereas poor people, they will literally see their problems and think, I can't do this anyway. Or I've given up after 6 months. I haven't achieved my goals. And yeah, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work, but I'll keep trying. If you try again from that mentality, you're going to probably fail anyway, again and again. So you need to basically be of that rich mentality. Okay, as the book strongly suggests in the affirmation section, or the declaration section rather, it says, I have a millionaire mind. At the end of every single wealth file, it says, place your hand on your head and say, I have a millionaire mind. Okay, very, very important. Now, just to summarize a lot of the things that we've discussed tonight, is that attitudes that you hold towards success deeply impacts your own potential. Okay, the attitude that you have towards success, be it your own success, specifically more other people's success, it can deeply impact your own potential. Okay, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. If you despise rich people, the reality is, if you become rich, other people are going to despise you as well. Okay. And you will either affect or infect people. The same goes for other people. Other people will either affect you in a positive way, or they're going to infect you with the poisonous mindsets that they have as well. And if you want the easy path in life, okay, if you want the easy path in life, your life will become hard. But if you conquer the challenges that we discussed, some of the things that I've mentioned already, eventually your life will become easy through success. Okay, so that's it from me this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's session. As mentioned, we kind of dived into some important topics tonight in terms of the wealth files. I've skipped obviously on one or two, and that's what's going to happen over the week. There might be some that I value a lot more, specifically when it comes to trading, than other wealth files. But most importantly, when you're reading the entire book, there's so much value that you can take from everything that's been mentioned, right, as it pertains to trading, as much as other areas of your life as well. Okay, I will just really briefly, I don't think we have any questions this week, but we will swiftly move on to the next speaker. But I'll just have a quick scan to say thank you. But also I can see some people are reading the book, and it's helping me understand the concept of this book. That's great. Hidden secrets in this book. About to finish the book, which is excellent. Some people ask about the PDF, which this can actually be found online. If time permits, or if there's a way I can share the book, or somehow maybe I can do so. And following podcasts of rich and successful, profitable and institutional traders following their habits of being intentional and learning, okay, which is great as well. All right, so that is it from me this week. Once again, we are doing this to help every single person. Once again, thank you for this week. My name is Willis Aromi. I've been your host for the book summary now for the last couple of weeks, and I'm super excited for the other sessions that we have, and also the books that we're going to be diving deep into after we finish this one. All right. So with that being said, thank you very much. God bless. Peace out. Bye-bye.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry. If you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple: education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
Hello, wonderful people out there. It's another wonderful, wonderful Saturday. If you can hear me, give me some ones in the comment section. Give me some ones in the comment section if you can hear me. Let me see those ones. Give me some ones in the comment section if you can hear me, so we can move on. I'm taking a look at that. Okay, thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you so much. Hey guys, so wonderful, wonderful Saturday again. We thank the Almighty Lord God for our lives, right? If you have life, trust me, you have a lot ahead of you. There are individuals who are not having that health that you are having right now. And if you're having that, it means that there is a cornucopia of opportunities still lying ahead of you to be able to grab, right? So we should be thankful. If you are, sick in any part of your body as well, we are praying together over here in one accord that may you be healed in the name of Jesus. All right. So today I'm coming to you with something else. But before I even come to that, hi guys. Last week was on the 28th of June, and that is my birthday. I am so sorry that I couldn't be with you. I had to be with the family to celebrate. But I heard that you did your own celebration on here for me. And so I'm here to say a big thank you to you all. I really appreciate every single one of you. And may you be celebrated as you celebrated me last week as well. All right. Thank you so much. Now we are going into what I am going to be teaching today. And then just like every weekend, I have done a slide that I am going to be presenting to you. So I just shared a slide. My team will bring it up and we can begin the session for today. Great. So today I'm going to be talking about trading not being a get-rich-quick scheme. So if you can take a look at the title, you can see trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. One of the things that we started doing, you can see I've already started smiling, right? One of the things that we started doing when we started trading some years back, right? When I was introduced to trading about 8 years, plus ago, right? We used to do this funny thing whereby we say trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So we try to just run it through as fast as possible. So let's just do this mind exercise. If wherever you are, if you can read it as fast as you can, right? Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme, right? And then we used to do it over and over. It's one of the things that got us really interested. And then also with the kind of psychological drawing that trading comes along with, some of these exercises, sort of came in as momentarily as something to lessen the burden, right? And you might think that it's nothing, but trust me, it does a lot to your mind. Once you are doing it and then you are finding it difficult, it's even more interesting, right? So trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You say it about 3 or 4 times in a row. See if you can do it. All right, so let's get in there and then let's take a look at what exactly about trading is not a get rich quick scheme, right? Forgive me for that. I've never been able to do this. All right. So guys, if you came into this particular area for us to be able to help you to flip $100 to $10,000 in 10 days or 30 days, I must tell you, you are already the market's next victim. Trust me. If you came into the market to be able, or if you are in TP Masterclass, for us to be able to help you, for you to be able to flip $100 to $100,000 or $10,000 in the next 5 days, in the next 10 days, one, you are in the wrong place, and then two, the market, right? You are the next victim for the market, right? Now, trading is very seductive. Chart looks beautiful, profit look instant, lifestyle is everywhere, the cars, the beautiful, like laptops, and then the screens, the 49-inch, like curved screens on the table, the setup, the lighting, the beautiful lighting, the ambience, and then all. It could be very, very seductive for an individual who comes in here. But trust me, one of the things that you should be looking out for, the first is your mastery in trading, right? And when we talk about mastery, that is basically taking into consideration, one, your mindset, mastering your mindset as a trader, and then two, mastering your execution as a trader. So now you are well abreast with your executions in the market, and then you are well abreast with your mindset when you are in a trade. So prior to you taking a trade, during you taking a trade, and after you taking a trade. So most traders come in for fast money, but the market punishes what we call greed in the market. You must know this by now. Quick riches are a myth. I'm not going to lie to you. Get rich quick is a myth. Wealth comes from compounding, patience, and then a lot of time in the trenches. A lot of time in the trenches. You are seeing most of these traders out there showing flashy cars, like beautiful setups and then stuff. But trust me, it was from hard work. And you need to be able to put yourself in that particular hard work to be able to achieve what it is. Many of you come into the market with a different mindset to look out for, like what exactly can the market offer me? Trust me, if you come into the market, right, and then approach the market like an ATM, the market will break your spirit. Now, what do I mean by the market will break your spirit? Let us move on. Most of you are approaching this market as a shortcut, right? You want the fast money, you want minimal effort, and then, maximum reward out of the minimal effort that you put into the market, right? But that does not work, like in the long run. If you are looking for longevity in the market, the fast money, minimal effort, and then the maximum withdrawals is not what you are supposed to be looking out for. You will quickly learn that this market does not reward fantasy. That is fantasy. The market does not reward fantasy. The market rewards discipline. The market rewards execution. And most important, the market rewards genuine work. Now, I put genuine work in here because a lot of people are working. Trust me, a lot of people are working. You wake up in the morning, by 4 a.m., you are up, you're putting in the work and then all. But when we honestly go deep, is the work genuine? That's what you need to ask yourself. Is the work genuinely contributing to the growth? And then you realize that some of the stress that we go through is not necessarily genuine work towards the goal that we have set for ourselves. Let's be truthful, right? Now, the market is not a lottery ticket. The market is a mirror. And so the market being a mirror reflects how you, as an individual trader, you think, how you behave on the market, and how you manage pressure on the market. So the market is just reflecting your inconsistencies back at you. I'll be getting. A lot of people have this, the flip fast mentality. When you come into the market, now new traders who come into the market no longer ask about, okay, so Kema, how do I learn? And trust me, I had DMs coming in every single day, every single week, and every single month, right? And previously, as compared to about 4 years ago, when a lot of traders used to come to me and they say, how can I learn, right? Now, traders come in and they ask the question, how fast can I flip this $50 around? How fast can I make money from this $50? How much can I make on this $100 in a week? Now, that is what a lot of people are asking. If you're one of those people who are asking those kind of questions, know that you are the market's next victim. All right, you are the market's next what victim, and you should be able to go back to the drawing board and then change a few things. Because the moment you start asking a question like that, what happens is you are going to start over leveraging the account. You are going to start entering random trades just because you want to enter them. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody wants to make profit in the market, but there comes a time when you realize as a trader, and if you have done this before, you can put it in the comment section. You realize as a trader that sometimes the market is not presenting any opportunity, but you still find yourself entering the trade. So that is the question. That is what we are saying. Like, why have you placed the trade when you know that it is not ready based on your mechanical process that you have, based on your edge as a trader? You know that this trade, I'm not supposed to be in there. So why are you in that trade already? Why is it that you have not waited for confirmations? Because you do have confirmations if you have a system of trading the market. So why is it that you have bypassed that particular system and now you are already in the market when you know the market has not presented an opportunity yet? So you end up entering random trades on the market just because you want to. So at a point in time, you realize that it's sort of the outcome that the traders are interested in and not the process that will bring you to the outcome. An individual trader follows about 10 different Telegram channels, all telling them to do a particular thing. So at the end of the day, if you are a GBP USD trader and you have joined maybe 6 different Telegram channels, now 2 Telegram channels are telling you to buy, 3 Telegram channels are telling you to sell. At the end of the day, what do you as the trader do? What do? You get confused. You get to the point where you don't exactly know what to do. So until you know trading for yourself as an individual, whereby you have come to personalize a system to how you move on the market, you get to realize that at a point in time, you are just a part of the chaos. People abandon any structure that looks too slow. The moment they realize that, no, this is too slow, they just abandon it. I watched a video from Cheqona the last time, and then he was talking about how we are saying that this generation is called microwave generation because we want everything as fast as possible. So the reshuffle process where an individual would basically pour, a particular thing, put it on fire, stir it gradually, make sure it's even, evenly hot and then stuff. People do not look for that any longer. We just open it up, put it in there, close it, pin a timer, and then just wait for it to be ready. And that is what a lot of us traders find ourselves in currently. And then you wonder why you cannot win. You wonder why you are not a part of the traders who are moving forward. I hope you get it. You must understand that many accounts are blown based on what we call desperation, right? A lot of people, if I ask you, why did you blow your account? Oh, come on, I have a lot of bills to pay. A friend of mine is doing this, and then I wasn't able to do that, and then this, and then that. Desperation. You are desperate to do something. But here is the nugget that I'm going to give you. That desperation is actually supposed to be the reason why you should win. All right? Take 2 individuals. Everyone is saying that I am winning because I have a family to take care of. And someone is saying that I am losing because the burden of taking care of the family weighs on me too much to be able to actually go into the market. So what is happening to these 2 people? They all have the same reason. They all have a family to take care of. They all have 2 children to take care of. All right. But one says, I cannot mess up on this market because I have mouths to feed. Another person says, because I have mouths to feed, that is why I'm messing up on this market. It all begins in the mind. It all begins in the mind. We need to move from that gambling nature all the way to professionalism. An individual has $100 on the market. Second party has $100 on the market. They say, I can't mess up. Okay, $5. Okay, how much percentage is the $5? An individual is having $100. $5. Oh, I made only $5 on this $100. It should have been $50. Meanwhile, Mr. A is saying that I just made 5% of my capital. Tomorrow I'll come back and try again. That is impressive. Mr. B says I only made $10. I should have made 50. No, let me go into the market again. I could make that extra 50. Something funny happened this week where, an individual was trading an account, and then this happened, right? We made some good profit on the market, and then the first person said, I am okay with this profit. I'm out of the market. And then they were gone. They kept their profit to themselves. Second person says, how do we make more money on the market? And by the time we realized the money that they made on the market was all gone back again to the market. All right. Desperation. The day you stop trying to flip money on the market and you start trying to preserve that money is the day that you become a trader. I'm going to repeat that. The day that you stop gambling on the market in order to flip money as fast as possible and make more, and you start learning the art of preserving the money that you come in with, is the day that you become a real trader. Real traders protect capital like soldiers who protect their weapons. You cannot compromise on that. All right? A flipping account is to people who have extra money in their bank accounts. If you don't have extra money in your bank account that you can afford to lose, you don't come into the market to what? Flip. You should understand that. How do you get it? So I'm not saying that you should not entirely flip. No, at a point in time, you need to put in an extra risk in order to what? Get what you are looking forward to. But don't take your final $500, your final $1,000 to put it on the market and say, NFP, it is do or die for me. You will die. You will what? You will go down. I hope you understand. All right. Real traders protect their capital like soldiers protect their weapons. If you're a soldier and you lose your weapon, you have lost your soul. It's gone. All right. Real traders build equity slowly on the market. Slowly, right? Real traders build equity slowly on the market and securely. So it means that there is a safe way for an individual to actually maneuver these markets. All right. You accept the losses without any emotional meltdown. How do you do that? You have to be able to accept the loss that you are putting in on the market in the first place before the trade actually even starts running. You have to start working with probability and not just predictions. What is the probability that market is going to move from here? Okay, how much am I going to make in percentage on this? Then we move on. Start working with percentages than monetary. Probabilities over just predictions in the market. You don't need a big win. That is not what an individual needs. You need 1,000 smart decisions over time. All right? You need 1,000 smart decisions over time. Before price action, before demand and supply, before candlesticks, in the market, first, an individual needs to what? Be able to study their own habits like they study the market. That's what you need to do. Study the market. Study yourself like you study the market. Why do a lot of traders lose? You chase trades without thinking. You act without rules. What are your rules of engagement in the market? You flip strategies like you are flipping pancakes. At the sign of a single loss in the market, oh, this thing, I don't think it's going to work for me. They just toss it away. All right? You are not going to move forward like that. Ask all the real traders out there. I can literally call all the real traders out there that you are seeing, and then you are basically talking about today that, hey, guy, how did you buy this? How did you do that? How did you do this? They'll tell you the efforts that they put in that brought them all the way to this particular point that now they are risking, so much of it for what they are looking for. But you see, you are seeing them risking so much of it for what they are looking for, but you have totally neglected what brought them there, and that is what will bring you there before you start doing what they do now. So you compare your stage 1 to their stage 20, and that's not a good way to go as an individual trader. All right. Most traders believe that the market owes them a winning streak just for showing up. Just because, so you hear people like, I've been in the market for 4 years. I've been in the market for 5 years. It should have already started going well for me. No, it doesn't work like that. I've met a trader who has been in the market for 14 years. 14 years. And they were still trying to learn the foundations of the market. They were coming all the way back to the foundations because to him, he has lost track of it. He had to come back to understand leverage in relation to lot sizing, in relation to what pip movement on the market. And sometimes that's what we as traders, what we need. We need to what? Reset. We need to reboot. We need to reboot. All right. The indisciplined trader is just another trader. So you can see here, it's just a gambler, another trader who is gambling on the market with trading view tabs open, right? Most traders are addicted to the act of trading and not the craft of trading. You just want to press buy. You just want to press sell so that you see the outcome. But in you are hoping that the outcome will be positive. It does not work like that. You need to ask yourself questions. Do I wait for my setups or do I create one out of boredom? Most of you are just bored and then you just, click buy or sell. All right. Do I follow my risk rule? What are your risk rules? So you need to set them. Subsequently, we will learn how to set risk rules for ourselves, or we will present our own risk rules that we have on the market, and then you can create one for yourselves. All right. Do I make exceptions? So do I follow my risk rule? I say, oh, just this once. Let me do this. A lot of you, oh, just this once. Oh, just this once. By the time you realize, you see, saying just this once is a communication to you as an individual. You are communicating to yourself that you are indisciplined. So from the onset, it might be just this once, but constantly your brain picks up that information, processes it, and then over time, your brain reminds you, have you forgotten that we did this? Why can't we do it again? All right. So it's just like a preaching that I heard somewhere that the devil can come to you and then say, so you are going to steal something. And then you say, no, this is bad. And then the devil reminds you, look at what you are calling bad. Have you forgotten that we did this last week? So what is the difference between that and this? Let's do it. I mean, it's just for this time. You get in there and then you realize that it becomes a gradual process. By the time you realize, your mind becomes so weak that it can't fight off the urge to be able to do wrong things in the market. Am I trading to win or I am trading to just feel something in the market? You need to ask yourself. So the rewiring begins right now. You are not one big win away from making it in trading. No, I'm going to tell you the truth. You are one mental shift away from making it in trading. The market is not against you. The market is not against anybody. It is just mirroring your inconsistencies back at you, like I said before. All right. We all need to understand that trading wealth takes time. And when I say it takes time, I mean, time is time, right? And then they say time flies. But the good news is you are the pilot of your own plane, right? So now there are two main types of speed. We have the impulse speed and the strategy speed. So what does the impulse speed do? The impulse speed says fast entry, fast loss, fast regret. Quick. All right. Fast entry, fast loss, fast regret. Strategy speed says slow build, repeatable process, compounded growth. Is it here that I gave an example of an individual? I saw something on Twitter, right? Recently, or on X, sorry. Recently, a trader who took $60 to about $60,000, and they were supposed to withdraw a little bit of it, all right? But the mentor said, withdraw a part of this. Take a bigger portion of it. This trader says, okay. He goes back and then tries to take that 60K to 100K. And guess what? He lost the entire 60K back to the ground. When the mentor was putting this out there, he said already the trader has started talking about the kind of car he wants to purchase and all. So he has been comparing himself with some people at certain class so much that the first time that money dropped, the first thing that he was thinking about is, let me put myself at the level of these people. Fast entry, fast loss, fast regret. All right. Now, strategy speed. We are talking about slow build, a repeatable process or a mechanical process, and a compounded growth over time. All right. Now, this is the path that I chose. This path is really slow. This path can be really stressful, especially for the fact that you are seeing other people move as fast as possible, but you have chosen to go the slow way, trading gradually. So you have a family, you are earning from the market, you make your trades, you take little profit on the market, you can take care of everything in the home. Robert Kiyosaki says, where you call that what? Financial stability. So he differentiates financial stability from what? Financial freedom. All right, financial security from financial freedom. So financial security is you can take care of everything that is happening around you. Your bills are never late. You pay every single thing. You have your home, everything set up for you. You have your car, you are moving in, you are moving out. You can buy fuel every single time. Everything is ongoing for you. But you can't afford to do certain things that are unnecessary. All right. So you can't afford to say, let me travel to 5 countries in the next 2 months. You are going to run your coffers back down dry, because each of these flights is going to probably take you about $10,000 if you are taking along your entire family, right? So then it means about $50,000 in the next 2 months gone out of your coffers. Now you are sitting back and you're like, I need to rebuild back again, right? Then we talk about financial freedom. An individual who has reached that particular level where whatever they do or any chaos that even befalls them, they can be able to handle it and still be in that financial freedom position. So nothing would be able to push them down. So I took the long route. So I'm going towards financial freedom, but I'm not there yet. But currently, I can take care of everything around me, and I've never lacked anything since 2021. You get me? Now, this is where a lot of people try to elude. So it's beautiful. People see you like, hey, come on, I need this. Oh, you can send it to them, and oh, hey, I would really want to be like. But they are looking at other people who are, pulling up this and pulling up that, and they're like, nah, I want to be like this. Nobody's saying that don't be like them. You want to be like them, but make sure that you have to follow through the blueprint that got them there. You get it? And it's sometimes what? A stressful process. Sometimes a stressful process, right? The second one makes you rich. The first one makes you quit. Because at the end of the day, you do it over and over. At a point, you are like, Forex is a scam. Yeah, a lot of people tell themselves that. Forex is a scam. The second one will make you what? Quit. The slower you try to build, the faster you actually succeed. The faster you try to build, the faster you blow it all on the market. How many times have you tried flipping? How many times have you actually made it through? How many times? All right, how many times? Now, these are what you should focus on instead. I think, this would be my final talking point, right? Now, if you stop chasing fast money, here's what you should pursue instead. 1, you need to be able to build a method of trading. In the book called The New Market Wizards, right, written by Jack Schwager, in the final episode of the book, around some 484th page, right, it starts talking about how after the whole interview, the book is about interviewing traders. So after the whole interview, he comes in and says, okay, after speaking to every trader out there that I've been able to reach out to, I can successfully write these things. Now, these things that I'm going to write are things that I realize that every single trader that I talk to has a method of trading. Everyone has a way of approaching the market, and their ways are several. Someone is using candlesticks as a concept of trading. Someone is using chart patterns. Someone is using demand and supply analysis. Someone is using top-down analysis. Someone is using market structure. Someone is using SMC. Someone is using ICT. Devoid of all that, these are things that I realized that it cuts across every one of them. And then he wrote, one of the things that he wrote is have a method of trading. Build the method. That was the second one, right? Build the method of trading. So it's not in sequence, but I'm trying to arrange it in such a way that it will be profitable to you. So have a method of trading. Build that particular method of trading. Now, personalize that method of trading. Because you see, there are a lot of people who go in for strategies out there. But you see, if Kema built a strategy called loss of the swing strategy, right? He built it to suit his personality. And so if you come to me and you are learning the laws of the swing strategy, what I tell you is make sure that you tailor this to your own personality. You understand? Which means that your timing is different from mine. I am free all day at home trading. All right. You might not necessarily be free all day at home trading. And so at the end of the day, you need to make sure that if Kema is trading London session and coming in this time, or New York session and coming in this time, this would not suit me because I might not necessarily be in the market at that time. Okay, what time would suit me? So timing is of the essence. You bring it in there. Persona. What kind of individual are you? Kema might be doing scalping and then day trading. You might want to look at swing trading. Or Kema might be doing swing trading with the same strategy, but you might want to what? Execute the day trading aspect of that strategy. Then you move along like that. After personalizing it, you look at risk management rules. What are your risk management rules? The account size that I have is not the account size that you have. Maybe I have a $20,000 account. Maybe I have a $50,000 account. Maybe you have a $1,000 account. So my risk management rules might not necessarily be your risk management rules. If an individual is trading $100, guess what? I've always been saying this. Even if you risk 0.01 on the market, the least you could be able to risk on the market on a good trade for a pair like gold is 5%. 5%, which means $5 is going up. But an individual who is trading $1,000 can actually risk 1%. So in here, risk only 1% of your trading capital does not apply to the person who has a $100 account because they cannot set 10 pips and use the lowest lot size, which is 0.01. You are telling a person to risk 0.01 with 10 pips. That means when the trade hits, it's only $1 that goes out of their trading account. It's hardly possible. So at least that person should be able to risk $5, which is 5%. But the one who is trading $10,000 can say, I am risking 1% of my trading capital. So you realize that the rules do not apply to everybody. That is why you must be able to suit it to what you have. Emotional control. I can give you a signal and I'll be walking around the house and doing other stuff. Why? I have an edge on the trade that I am in. It could take about 4 hours to 6 hours for the trade to materialize. Guess what? You will be in the market sweating. Why? Because probably you do not have that emotional control to be able to see that roller coaster, of a market, that ranging market for that 4 or 6 hours. And right after you close the trade within about an hour, I am announcing 400 pips hit on the market. Guess what? You close at 20 pips. So you should be able to build that kind of emotional control as well. That's why we tell a lot of people that you can be able to go in for a strategy, but that's not it. The way that particular trader thinks, they cannot bestow it upon you. So you must build your own. That's why I said the last time we have what? Fruit of the Spirit and we have gift of the Spirit. Gift of the Spirit representing a system of trading. I can bestow upon you a gift. Take it. It's a gift to you. I spent 4 years in developing this, but I'm giving it to you as a gift. Within the next 3 months, if you can what? If you can imbibe this, you can be able to get good at the market without necessarily spending 4 years on the market. It's a gift that I've given to you. But guess what? Building emotional control is a fruit of the Spirit. You plant it, you plant the seed, you nurture the seed, and watch the seed grow gradually and make sure that you are what? Pruning all things that may draw energy from that particular plant until it grows and becomes a strong tree. And that's where we must get to. Then, consistency. Consistency in discipline. Having discipline and being consistency in the discipline. Because having discipline alone, does not even cut it. You should be consistently disciplined. You shouldn't reach a particular point where you say, okay, you know something, just this once. All right. Just this once. What makes a good trader, right? It's not 20 pip scalps on news events. It's not copying someone else's signals properly. It's not catching breakouts with, 1:10 RR. The work that nobody sees is actually hidden in the background. Those 100 losing trades, well documented, and learning from those trades. why exactly did the market hit me out at this area? What did I not see? Okay, good. I make profits excessively. What good did I do? Okay, let me take a look at this good trade. What happened around that area that made my trade right? If it was a buy, what happened around that area of inception towards the upside that made my trade right? What happened? Let's take a look at that. All right. Thousands of screenshots and notes that nobody is seeing. I have about 4 different notepads here. 4 different notepads, all failed. Drawings and then stuff like that. All failed. All right. Over the course of about 6 years. Months of confusion, hallucinations that people are not seeing. Nights of doubt, days of doubt. Repeating the same system over and over and over again. Until finally, one day, it clicks and then it begins. And then there's no turning around. It keeps on going. All right. If you're not ready for that, then trust me, you're not ready to win. If you're not ready for that, you're not ready to win. But if you are, then welcome. Right? You have just stepped out of the 90% of the crowd. All right. And that's how winning the game actually begins. Step by step. Final reminder. If anybody told you that it's going to be easy, they lied. If someone told you that it's fast money all in here, they tricked you. If someone told you that one strategy is all you need, well, they are half right, because one strategy is all you need, or it can be one strategy that you know will be all that you need. But sometimes there are individuals who probably need about 2 strategies to keep on moving, and it works for them. Some people need just one, and it works for them. But you have to be able to know who you are and what will work for you. All right. So the real win is actually patience. The market doesn't care who you are or what you want. All right. The market will only reward what you respect. So my question for you before I leave is, what do you respect? All right. So my name is Emmanuel Napo Ado. Thank you so much for this particular evening joining us from wherever you are in. I believe that you are blessed. I'm going to leave and then give on to the next person coming on the segment. I salute you all once again. Happy weekend to you, and then a cornucopia of boundless opportunities waiting ahead of us in the next week. Peace out.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
Who is Cliff Cheqona? He started talking about trading psychology when nobody else was. When the industry was silent, he raised his voice. Today, hundreds of thousands of traders are not just listening, but talking about his revolutionary style of teaching. His journey is more than trading. It's about transforming minds, overcoming fears, and achieving success. Cliff Cheqona, trader's psychologist, light speaker, and a leader.
All right. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, kindly drop some number 1s in the chat for me. Can you hear me? Okay. Good evening, good morning, wherever you may be tuning in from today. Welcome to TP Masterclass. Today we'll try. We have a lot of things to do. Today we will see. Just so you know, is it possible to get a charger for you for this? Okay, thank you. All right, guys, let me say hello to each and every single person for today. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you are tuning in from. If this is your first time, let me know. Let me go into the comment chat and just basically just say hello to everyone. Very important. Let's go up a little bit. Emanuela. Okay, Emmanuel Baba, how you doing? Ronald Topaz, amazing, amazing, amazing. Faith and Wisdom Chronicles, nice to meet you. Nelson again, nice to meet you. Emmy Potential, Dukes, you guys have an amazing declaration names. Smart Osahon, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing your name well. I really like to get names right, so forgive me. Emmanuel Constant, nice to meet you from Ghana. Edge with VJ, I got that right. Giovanni Evangelista, Prashant, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you all. Kema, thank you as well. All right, guys. Okay, so we're going to go into today's masterclass quickly. Then we'll take it up from there. Guys, remember, you can always tag us on Instagram to invite people as well. And then also, don't forget to also invite somebody. Today, we're going to start our first episode of the Fix Your Mind, Fix Your Trading series. But before we go in there, I have some couple of few announcements in here before we go in. One announcement, I think I can do justice to this right now. Give me a second. And come again. Oh, okay, so let's see. The team just alighted me. Hi, sir. Can we bring it up on the screen, please? Hi, Sir Cliff. Today is my birthday. Okay, guys, again, as TP family, let us just drop some happy birthday in the comment section for Kurti Sonny right away from India. The reason why we are even wishing happy birthday is even more than just because it's her birthday. I think also she's all the way in India. I think, what is the time right now in India? Okay. It's super late, no? I think 2 a.m. Super, super, super late, and she's still here on this live stream. Kurti, God bless you so much for being here. Happy birthday. We pray that God will keep on lifting you, helping you. 12:08. So late. 2 hours ahead, no? Yeah. Happy birthday. And God bless you. I think as CP family, we celebrate you, we honor you, and we pray that may God keep on being with you as always. Okay. Yes. Okay. Also, as well, I want to do something very interesting today. I want to just quickly give some couple of few announcements, guys, and we will just go into it, okay? Just some announcement. Give me a second. Let me... Okay. First announcement, I already posted on the community tab, and I said that today I'm going to give an announcement. And I know a lot of people will be super happy about this. So I'm sharing this announcement now because when we start, I don't know when we could finish. And I just want to make sure we really, really deal with today's topic ASAP. So let me hurry up. Number one, the first announcement is for the community members in Dubai. And so if you're in Dubai, please watch this. Thank you. So if you're in Dubai, at the end of the day, as you guys can see, on the 26th of July, we are having our first TP Masterclass offline in Dubai. It's still going to be streamed across YouTube and every single thing, but specifically if you want to come in-house for our first event here in Dubai, we're going to do the same in probably Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya, South Africa, as I said. So we are starting our first one from Dubai. 4 p.m. Dubai time, 26 July. You can see the registration link is over there. Kindly, you can register, and then, you can scan it. We will post it also as well on the community tab, so don't worry. We will post this as well in the community tab. We'll even tell the team while we are there right now, and they can post it so that you guys can register. Whether you want to come from all the way, I know people who said they want to come all the way from India to an event in Dubai. Okay, we are happy to receive you here. If you want to come in from Abu Dhabi, if you're coming from any of the Emirates, you can register and let us know. We can communicate effectively with you. But that will be on the 26th of July. The direction, every single thing will be sent to your email. All you have to do is to register, and we'll take it out from there. We will also post it on our Instagram and TikTok and everywhere as well, so that people can see it. But that is the first ever news that I want to share with you guys as well. So if you are super excited about this, okay, so they said that the Ghana and the India interchanged. as well. No problem. The team will fix it, but just so you know, this will be everything else is right. Maybe they will switch up the time a little bit, but just so you know, we'll be with you as well. Okay. Now, that is the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing I want to talk about also is for all those who are traders, also that are struggling. Now, listen to this carefully now. If you are a trader and let's say you know the skill, you've been trading for a while. Listen, this announcement is for those who have the skill sets and for those who knows what they are doing. It's not for those who want to make money in trading. I'm talking about people who have joy for trading. People who are excited about trading, not just people who want to make money from trading, people who are excited about trading. They are trading. The only thing stopping them from becoming incredibly profitable, or in other words, not profitable. They are already profitable, but they are not financially free, but they have the skill set. This announcement is for you. So we are going to provide a link as well this coming week, and you guys can also register it for all those who knows how to trade, but you don't have the capital. This is not about prop firm. This is not about some one firm that you have to go and pay and join. This is for only talented traders in the TP family. I'm giving you guys the opportunity to be able to join a movement that you can use your skill, because every single, day in, day out, there are industries that is able to give opportunity to people. They have some in the football space. They have some in different industries, and trading also have that. That was the initial idea of a prop firm, to be able to find a talented trader, give them capital, and they could be able to make money. And I have the privilege and the honor to announce to you guys at TP family, you guys will also get access to an opportunity like this if you are a good trader, but you don't have the capital. So you are not going to pay anything. You are not going to, buy anything. However, you have to be skilled. You have to know what you're doing. Number one. Number two, even if you know what you're doing, but also, you lack a couple of few things as well, you will get the opportunity to also grow to become somebody who can manage a portfolio. So I guess this announcement deserves some clapping. I think wherever you are, I think you should also clap as well to be excited about anyone who is going to get opportunity to celebrate, this opportunity as well with everyone, everywhere you are. So it doesn't matter where you're coming from, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, India, it doesn't matter. As long as you know what you're doing and you have the confidence to be able to utilize your skill and make some money for yourself, this opportunity is coming, because I get people sending me screenshots every time on Instagram and every single thing, telling me about how talented they are. And I said, okay, if you guys are talented, I'm going to find the opportunity for you guys. This is for a TP family, initiative. And so at the end of the day, look, with that all being said, we want to go into today's topic, but this is the exciting announcement I wanted to give to you guys. So if you are excited, whether you are excited for the people who are going to get opportunity to be selected or for yourself, kindly just drop some number ones in the chat so we can move on to today's master class segment on psychology segment. Now, guys, I can tell that you are learning a lot. So far, so good. From Wales to Kema, at the end of the day, you guys are learning a lot. And I want you guys to know that what you are learning is very important, that you know how to put them into practice. Don't just be somebody who just come on this, session and then not learn anything. It's not going to be good for you. Today, we're going to be taking a lot of notes, and I want you guys to really, really, really pay attention to today's, for which one? Yes, so the Dubai, the QR code is on the flyer. When we do post them, you guys can be able to scan it, and then you can join. Anybody in Dubai, if you want to travel across the globe and also come here as well, we will receive you. But we will post it. The QR code is on it, and every single thing as well. And when you find the flyer, please pray on it. We are going to do our prayers as well on it to make sure it's a successful offline. If you cannot make it as well, it's going to be streamed, so you can have the opportunity to also join as well. So we will communicate effectively and let you guys know, okay? No, they will just scan the QR code and that is it. Okay, guys, so we're going to go into today's masterclass, and then we'll take it out from there, okay? Now, I want you to, wherever you are, make sure that you are not distracted. Tell yourself that I am becoming. You are becoming. Every single thing that you are doing in your life, you are becoming. You know, for a very long time today, I was talking to the team and I was speaking to Kema and every single person at the backstage. And I was telling them how we have done, I think we are on our 26th episode today, which is super incredible, 26th episode. And I want to take the opportunity to say something before we even go into today's segment for today. We started talking about building structures this year on this year's masterclass. We started by saying building structures for your trading in 2025. Then we went all the way into why retail trading, what is really retail trading and the foundation you need to build. And we spoke about dopamine. Guys, every single thing that we've talked about on this masterclass, every single thing, they are not random, especially with the psychological segment part. None of them is random, especially with the book segment as well. We made sure that every single thing we are doing, it is for your becoming. Even the posting of the declarations is for your becoming. If you look at the segment Kema is teaching every time, he goes all the way low to the foundation for your becoming. So that even if you don't understand certain things, you can understand certain things. And so my segment as well, I did my best to make sure we'll talk about foundations. We've talked about dopamine and trading. The purpose of that masterclass was to let people understand that there is something in your mind, in your body, that when it's what you are chasing, you're going to struggle to making the right decisions. Then we went into the future you as a trader. On that masterclass, the purpose of that was to show you what you can become if you stay patient to the process, because you can become what you have not seen. It's as simple as that. So we went all the way to financial thermostat, powerful masterclass as well. Then we went into emotional intelligence, part 1 and part 2. Then we went into cognitive biases foundations. Then all the way we came to greed breaker, psychology behind blowing accounts, the you behind the strategy. And now the purpose of that was to let you guys understand that there is a person behind the strategy. And we started communicating, and I told you guys that there are 3 types of personalities you will always see in people. Number 1 is the person that everybody sees. Number 2, the one that a group of people sees. And number 3, the one that nobody sees except yourself. And that is the person behind the strategy. Are you with me? The one that nobody sees is the one behind the strategy. The one that when you are hungry, the way you behave is the way you will trade. The one that if I'm talking to you and I'm like, oh, hi, Cliff, how you doing? And as soon as somebody pinch you, be like, what are you doing? Are you normal? What are you doing? Are you normal? In that split second is the one trading, not the one pretending, hi, Cliff, how you doing? So you can pretend however you want, but the market will always expose you. So we went all the way to the last masterclass for last Saturday, and we spoke about identity vacuum. And oh my, I've received testimonies from people talking about what the identity vacuum did for their perception. And so the purpose of the identity vacuum was for you to be able to understand that as a person, there are going to be some gaps in your identity because of probably the way you grew up, maybe the way you are as a person, maybe the way that, people tell you things. You are going to have identity vacuum. Gaps are going to be in there. And so they are the things that make you sometimes question who you are, question why things are not going the way for you. So we've talked about identity a lot on this masterclass. And the purpose of the identity vacuum was to establish a foundation that we are going to use to start the first lesson of the Fix Your Mind, Fix Your Trading series. Okay? Because now we have done justice to exposing all the masterclass episode you saw. My goal or my attempt was to make it a mirror so that you can look at the masterclass, every single thing you are listening, and be like, wow, this is me, this is me, this is me. But now this is me is enough. I need to show you what you must become. I need to show you how to become that. So that is the purpose of this Fix Your Mind, Fix Your Trading series we are about to talk about. So as I said, there are many identity gaps in someone's life. For example, I've shared some of mine with you guys. I said growing up in my home from Ghana when I was growing up, and I grew up with my grandmother. And at the end of the day, when I say I grew up with my grandmother, today I was actually thinking about that. I'm like, Cliff, you keep on saying it like as if it was a bad thing. In fact, no, growing up with my grandmother was an amazing thing. It was beautiful. There were a lot of emotional, things growing up, but it was beautiful overall. And at the end of the day, it created, though, a certain kind of identity that was holding me back. And it's not because it was her fault or the fault of the environment. It was the way, unfortunately, the environment was shaped and how it was shaping my mindset. And so one of the examples were me being afraid of abundance, me complaining and always playing the victim card. If life is hard, I want everybody to sympathize with me growing up. Oh my God, life is hard. Oh my God, I don't know. And I was hoping by me making my life sad will attract what I'm looking for. But it's a very poor way of thinking. But I didn't know that. So there were identity gaps in my growing up. And now you guys may have also heard me saying one of the things that worried me also was me being addicted at a very young age to pornography. 14 years, I came across my first scene. And I always tell people this, and I don't say it in any way to make anybody feel bad, but it was bad for me. And so it is a testimony standing here today to be able to tell people how God delivered me from the addiction of porn. I was so addicted to that behavior that I knew the names of the actress in that industry. That was how bad it was. It's okay when you be like, oh my God, porn, I'm addicted to it. And it's like, oh yeah, porn, I hate it. But it's one thing to be addicted to it and know the names of the actress. Chief, why? What are you watching? Right? Well, what was I watching to the point that I knew the names of the actress? Addiction can be bad. But you see, I didn't understand addiction well at that time. And in fact, I didn't even wait to understand it before Jesus delivered me. No. But one of the most serious problems that I have seen that hold people back is an individual who has not been able to conquer addiction. It doesn't matter whether porn, alcohol, drugs, screen time, whether social media, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you cannot conquer an addiction in your life, it will be very difficult for you to conquer 70% of being disciplined in your life. It's impossible. Why? Because addiction is a lie. Addiction comes from the Latin word addictus, which simply means to be bound to something or to be enslaved to something. And addiction is not an identity. Listen to me carefully now. This is not my topic, but you cannot put a new wine in an old wine skin. What that simply means, even if I teach you the practical truth you're about to hear today, it will not do anything for you if you are still putting the new knowledge in an old wine skin. And one of the ways to become new and one of the ways to fill that gap is the addiction identity gap. You need to be able to conquer whatever addiction that is in your life. It doesn't matter. Believe me. If you are here and you are struggling with porn, you are struggling with anything. When I say you are struggling with it, you know you don't want it, but you still keep on doing it. That was me. Ladies and gentlemen, there were days I'm being vulnerable to you like this for a reason. I'm not shy about it because I am free today. And I promise you, if you listen to the information I'm giving you in the next 5 minutes before I introduce my topic for today, you will go back home and be free from certain things. Don't shy about it. It's nothing. Nobody is judging you. Listen, addiction is not you. You are not the addiction. Addiction wants to have you. Addiction is not an identity. Addiction is hijacking your identity. Did you get what I just said? Any form of addiction is a lie. And I wrote down here 7 lies addiction tells people. And I'm going to give you guys practical truth on how to break them. Now, after you have understood this, I can now give you the topic for today and I can give you the information to start rewiring your mind. Let's start with addiction first. It's one of the most powerful strongholds that if you don't break out from, sometimes you can know that everything is going well. The minute you enter and engage in that addiction, something happens. Either you make a mistake or either you do something wrong, because the addiction hijacking your identity makes you feel shame, guilty, stress, and so many different things because it's hijacking your identity. I wrote down here 7 lies addiction tells people. And I'm going to give you the practical truth that you can use to break them. Number one, the first lie is that you need this to feel normal. Addiction tells you, oh, you need this to feel normal. It's like when you're not, there are people who are addicted to eating. There is an eating disorder that comes from addiction. And so you need this to feel normal. It's not true. It's a lie. Why? Why is it a lie? Because listen to this carefully now. The reality is, as a human being, you were not created to depend on a feeling. No. A human being was created to be led by peace, to be led by self-control, to be led by being disciplined. That means anything that takes away your peace of mind is lying to you. It doesn't matter. Human beings, money. If money is not giving you peace, that means that money will not give you financial freedom. So, number one, the first lie is that you need this to feel normal. It's not true. A human being was not created to be led by emotions. You were created to be led by peace. Second lie is that just one more time won't hurt. That is how the cycle keeps on going. One more. Oh, just one more. One more. That is why sometimes I Cliff, I don't know why I can't stop overtrading, because you have not conquered the one more, just one more addiction problem. One more. I wrote down here. One more is how the cycle restarts. The old you only needs one more yes to come back to life. So there is an old you that is struggling, is being hijacked, enslaved, bound. Are you with me? But then at the end of the day, the old you wants to still come back alive. But I wrote down here that I want you to declare that my no today is protecting my future. Declare this. Wherever you are, say my no today that I will say to any addiction is doing what? Is protecting my future. My no today is protecting my future. That means the ability for you to say no to whatever it is can be able to protect your future. Now, one of the ways I used to tell people who are struggling with any form of addiction is what we call the delay the impulse by 10 minutes. Impulse delay. If you are able to delay anything for 10 minutes, you are starving it. And how do you do that? You can breathe, pray, journal, but you need to be able to resist, because resistance is power. So the first lie is you need this to feel normal. It's a lie. Second lie, just one more time won't hurt. It's a lie. Third lie, you've already failed, so why stop now? You see, during the times that I was addicted to porn, sometimes when you're about to watch it, now I was going to say if you can relate, put it in the comment, but maybe somebody who knows you is watching this, so don't put it in the comment. No, if you can relate, just laugh wherever you are. But sometimes you will know that you're about to watch something you know you don't have to watch. Everything I'm teaching you guys is a psychological thing. This is why a lot of people are struggling. But what does it got to do with trading? You are joking, Chief. If you cannot stay away from porn, what shows you that you can stay away from overtrading? You can't even control yourself when you are alone. You think you can control yourself when the market is touching your impulses? No, Chief. So you will know sometimes when everybody is gone, you quickly just want to hide and watch the thing. And that is the moment somebody will come and knock your door or come into your room and stay with you and be like, oh, Cliff, how are you doing? That moment, you will do everything to be smart to get that person out of your room. You can even lie and say, oh, I'm coming to pray. I can tell the Holy Spirit wants me to pray today. You are lying, Chief. No, you are lying. You want to stay alone and do something. So you will know that you've already failed. And the moment you start watching it, your mind will tell, you've already started watching it. Just finish it. You see? That is a third lie. You've already failed, so why stop now? But you see, even if you fell at 9 a.m., you can still walk in victory by 9:01. This is what people don't get. Listen. Let's say by 9 a.m., you had the desire to watch it or do whatever self-gratification by 9 a.m. Why, Cliff? Why are you talking about just pornography? Because that's the only addiction I understand. Whatever you can connect it to the same. So let's say by 9 a.m., you felt like you want to watch it. By 9:01, you can still stop and you have not failed. Your brain is lying to you. Are you with me? So the moment that you feel that way, declare instantly, that was a moment, not my identity. That was my, so something will try to let you feel guilty. That was my moment, not my identity. Many people think when they are not able to be consistent with something, maybe for a day or something, it means they have failed all over. It's not true. It's not true. Remember, all these lies is trying to hijack your identity. So the third lie, you've already failed, so why stop now? Fourth lie, you can handle this on your own. It's not possible. You can't do it on your own. Especially if you have been in there for a long time. You need help. And the first help that I got that delivered me was Jesus. That time I didn't even know what it meant. But I'm telling you guys, you need help. Talk to somebody about it. I know we have a world where if you tell somebody about your secrets, it may look like as if they are going to laugh at you, but you need help. So the fourth lie is you can handle this on your own. You can never handle any addiction on your own. Never. You need to be able to message a trusted person. Guys, I consult people every single day. You can go to the cliffcheqona.com. Go to the consult page. Book a consult with me. Cliff, this is what I'm going through. Come and let's talk. If it's me that you trust, or if it's me that you know because of confidential reality reasons, I will not tell anybody. Come and talk to me. Number 5, this is just who you are. It's a lie. Remember, lie number 5, this is who you are. It's not who you are. It's trying to hijack who you are, but that's not who you are. Lie number 6, this is your escape. It's not your escape. It is trying to put you in a cage. Ask yourself, what emotion am I escaping right now? That is not your escape. Then the last lie is God is tired of you failing. You see, I put this one there, and this is for every single person that needs to understand this. That you think that you have disappointed God, or you think you have disappointed, your beliefs, as people will say. But for me, and for everybody listening to me, you can understand, God is not looking at you and say you are a sinner. No. It's very important that you understand this. So why am I saying this? For you to understand, guys. The information you're about to hear is very important, that you cannot put a new wine in an old wineskin. If you cannot control yourself from little things in your life, no matter the information I'm about to share with you today, it will still not change anything. Are you with me? So talk to somebody. Conquer that addiction. You are not your addiction. You are not addiction. Addiction is trying to have you, but you are not addiction. Addiction is a psychological serious problem. It is. I'm going to give you a one definition here, and then we take it out from there, okay? I wrote down here, I want you to write this down. If you guys are learning something and writing something down, drop some number ones in the chat for me. I want you to write this quickly, and we go. Okay, let me go into the comment. Are you guys learning something? This is just a charge. Then we're just going to go into today's masterclass, okay? Okay. I wrote down here that what is addiction? And I said addiction means something is controlling you. Addiction means something is controlling you. It's when you keep doing something over and over again, even when you know it's not good for you. It can be trading. It can be whatever things that I just said earlier. It can be all of that. But when you know you're not supposed to do something over and over again, and you keep on doing it, it means you're addicted to it. Now, what that simply means is that your brain have unfortunately found the way to find something it's coping with, getting dopamine. Are you with me? And so try your best to make sure you conquer addiction, ladies and gentlemen. Conquer it. Don't give it a chance. You are not your addiction. I want you to declare this wherever you are. Say that I am not addiction. I am not addiction. Addiction cannot hijack me. I am not addiction. Addiction cannot hijack me. All right, guys. On today's masterclass, Fix Your Mind, Fix Your Trading Series, episode 1, or part 1, I'm going to make it part 1. Fix Your Mind, Fix Your Trading Series, part 1. Today's topic, I was looking for a very, very simple topic. I didn't want it to sound too much scientific. But the topic for today, I titled it, Rewire Your Trading Mind. Rewire your trading mind. Please write it down. Rewire your trading mind. Rewire your trading mind. Now you understand that you understand everything is good. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you why retail traders, you are struggling. Okay? I'm going to show you something. Watch, I'm teaching now, guys. Really pay attention right now for me, please. I'm teaching now. Rewire your trading mind. Rewire your trading mind. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. You see, in this industry, I always tell people this, that there is no, it's not a buffet of knowledge. You don't choose what you want. It has to be a body of knowledge that can let you be, number one, convicted, confidence, and to be able to perform well. The topic for today's masterclass is rewire your trading mind. But I wanna start from somewhere first. You see, at the top of the hierarchy, listen to me carefully now, we have the major banks, correct? The major banks or the central banks, listen to me carefully now. They have a job, they have a role. There is a system, there is a hierarchy. They are not joking, they are serious, doing business. Central banks. What is the job of a central bank? Very simple. Their job is to control monetary policies in a country. Are you with me? That is all they are doing. Their job is to make sure the country's economy, as far as appreciating and depreciating of a currency, is doing well. So they control inflation, interest rate, and so on and so forth. That is their job. So their job, so the major bank is not looking for you, the retail trader. Don't deceive yourself like that. No. You're not the one they are looking for. They are doing their job. Remember, I always say this, that we are like an ant in this industry. Small, roaming in someone's house. Of course, if they don't see you or if they see you, they can kill you. It's just as simple, but it's not about you. It's that, what are you doing here? Kind of a thing like that. So we have the major banks at the top. Then we have the EBS. Okay? What is an EBS? Electronic brokerage services. They are just liaisons when it comes to exchange and so on and so forth. Then we have so that is their job. Their job is to make sure there is smooth exchanges, right? Then we have the medium-sized banks. These are the ones that is for individual savings and so on and so forth to help facilitate monetary movement in a country, in a city, and so on and so forth. Are you with me? Now, at the fourth of the hierarchy, we have companies. We have individuals like Warren and Co. We have, hedge funds, pension funds, and all of that. Then at the bottom of the hierarchy, okay, at the bottom of the hierarchy, we have the retail traders. Now, why am I teaching you this? Watch this, guys. So the major banks, they have a job. The EBS, they have a job and a system. They work for somebody. They are under authority, so they don't do whatever they want. Major banks, they don't do whatever they want. They are under institutions. They need to respect the structure. Medium-sized banks, they also need to respect the structures. Companies, Warren Buffett and all these people, they have companies. Mercedes. If Mercedes is going to buy, let's say, spare parts from India, they are going to exchange euros to rupee, right? To be able to spend it over there. It's going to go through banks. It's going to go through exchanges. Mercedes don't sit down and be like, oh my God, today retail traders will come into the market, so let me wait until we create the next G-Wagon Brabus. That is not how it works, right? So they just go ahead and just buy their spare parts. They just invest into their company. Whatever effect it comes into the financial market, whatever, it doesn't matter. Now watch this. You, the retail trader, you are not part of the market. You are only part of the market because you are connected to an individual or an institution that is part of the market. That institution, their name is called retail brokerage. Now, the retail brokerages, they have market maker brokers, and we have STP or ECN brokerages. Now, why am I telling you this? You, the retail trader, you have no job. You are doing nothing. You just want to make money. That may look like your responsibility, but you don't have any purpose. I'm sorry to say this. You are not under any institution. You are not under any authority. You are in your room, under your blanket. You are watching Netflix and chilling and still putting in gold, buy, sell. You are eating, clicking buy and sell. You are under no authority. So what is happening is you are going to make mistakes over and over again because there is no structure holding you accountable. Are you with me? But these guys, they are not trying to hurt you. They are doing their job. The major banks have serious jobs. Even the retail brokerages. So remember, you, the retail trader, without a brokerage, you are not part of the financial market. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And the retail brokerages, their job is to facilitate others. So that when somebody click buy and sell, it will get triggered in the market. That is their job. So they don't want to lose money. Okay? So if there are buy, they need to make sure that they need to hedge. If not, they will lose money for no reason. They are protecting their capital. So hedge is a risk management system. They are not trying to hurt you. It's a game of conflict of interest. Everybody wants to make money. The only difference is you are your own boss. You are your own manager. You are your own director. You are your own HR. So you hire you. If you were you, would you hire you to your firm? With the way you are sometimes not disciplined, sometimes you drag your feet and you don't even drink water before you come, you are angry all the time, would you hire you? So remember, as a retail trader, you are your own HR. Would you hire you? You are your own director. Would you invest in you? You are your own manager. Will you trust you? So there are many things that you are going to do on your own that if you're not serious, you will not be profitable. That is why it's so sad, but you need to hear this truth, that you don't have a purpose. You just want to make money. Collectively, as retail traders, we contribute to the movement in the market. But you as a single individual, you are in trouble because you are your own boss. So this is why when we talk about trading is a mind game and trading, fix your mind, fix your trading. I'm not saying that because I'm saying if it's not this, it's not that. But you have to be serious about the decisions you make in the market. Why? Because as a trader, the current you right now is everything opposite to who the trader who will survive is meant to be. Now, when I talk about trader, you now understand. I'm talking about the you behind that strategy. So when I say rewire the trader mind, you need to understand it's very important because can you trust you? Are you going to be serious? Are you going to be disciplined? Because there is no authority above you. Even though there is a hierarchy, they don't care about you. They are not controlling you. You are going to make your own decision. You are going to blow your own account. Are you guys with me? So you have to understand, unfortunately, retail traders, we don't have a purpose. We have goals and aspirations, but we don't have a purpose. But collectively, we come together as one body. But you and I know retail traders don't work together. We are not under the same umbrella buying and making money together. So it's an individual game. It's not generic when it comes to retail trading space. Why? Because it is only you in your house. When you blow your account, it's only you in your room. If you lose money or you make money, it's only you and your family. So you need to understand that rewiring your mind to survive in an industry like this, no jokes aside, be serious because you don't want to lose money. Day in, day out, I get emails. And when I read some of the people emails sometimes, I get sad. Losing money here and there. Not because they don't have a strategy, but because their mindset is being played. Because something is missing. So ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to use this to establish the importance of the information you're about to hear today. Are you with me? Okay. Now let's talk. Rewire your trading mind. My goal today is to show you that you are not broken. You are just wired in the wrong way. You are not broken. Don't pity yourself. Don't be sad. Don't be angry. Don't give up and all those things. You are just wired. We are all wired in different ways. Does that make sense? At the end of the day, you need to understand that you are not the problem. Your wiring is. Now, Cliff, is it possible for me to even rewire my mind? Yes, I will give you 2 reasons. Now, when we talk about spiritual reality, I'm sure now you understand. But I'm going to give you 2 reasons. There is a scientific reason behind why you can rewire your mind. And the second reason is the spiritual reality of how you can rewire your mind. In today's masterclass, I'm going to tell you why it's possible to rewire your mind. And I'm going to give you the practical ways you can rewire your mind in a certain dimension. So in this series that we are starting, we are going to rewire roots by roots. So today is Rewire Your Trading Mind, First Roots, subtitle, First Roots. Please write it down. The first root. Rewire Your Trading Mind, First Roots is what we are looking like now. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is Clip. You said it's possible to rewire my mind. Why? It just occurred to me that let me slow down. I think some people don't get when I speak fast. Let me slow down. Okay. Rewire your trading mind, the first route. Is it possible to rewire your mind? I'm going to give you a few reasons why. Number 1, there is something called neuroplasticity. When we talk about neuroplasticity, I want you to understand that the brain has the power to change. Let's define neuroplasticity. I wrote down here. Write it down, please. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change its structure, function, and wiring. I'm going to repeat it again. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change its structure, function, and wiring based on what you think, feel, and do repeatedly. I'm going to take it again. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change its structure, its function, and its wiring based on what you think, feel, and do repeatedly. Guys, listen. There are certain kind of movies, TV shows, music, that if you keep on listening to it over and over again, chances are excellent you will not really be that successful. Because even, let's pick, for example, music. It has tones. Have you ever realized there are songs when you listen to it, it reminds you of a heartbreak? It's not a coincidence. The tones, the feeling it gives, the brain is that powerful. And so the more you think about something, the more you feel something, the more you do it repeatedly, your brain was created that way to be able to change its structure, its function, and its wiring. The brain is not static. It's like a living garden. Whatever that you plant in the garden, it will grow. Even if you plant in the garden a poisonous tree, it will grow. The soil won't go like, oh, you know what? This is a poisonous tree, and therefore I won't grow. It will grow. Same with your brain. So if the devil wants to put problems in your life, he doesn't have to put it in your life physically. He just has to put it in your mind. You will transport it from your mind into your physical reality. That's it. It's as simple as that. So your mind is like a soil. Whatever you do, feel, you walk in it, it often becomes stronger and stronger. And whatever you ignore, it weakens. Listen to this carefully now. This is the issue. It's either you are intentionally becoming or something is still happening. You are still being wired. Look, you don't have a choice. You are being wired. You are being wired right now. Wherever you are growing up from, wherever you are living, whatever you watch, the music you listen to, you are being wired. It's not your choice. The brain is structured that way. The more things it hears and everything. So now you are being intentional about becoming. So you need to choose the things you see. You need to choose the things you listen to. You need to choose the friends that talks to you. There are people right now, every single day, they are competing about who is the brokest one in the room. It's not funny anymore. Charlie, guys, listen. It's not funny anymore that you will find 4 people around each other and they are complaining. Look at this energy. I'm broke past you. I'm hungry. Me, the whole day, I have not eaten. And so what? You win. You want to say you are the brokers. You win. Guys, be angry. These things, they do something to your mind. It makes you feel like that is the only reality there is. It's not true. There are also other 4 individual, active, positive-minded people. They are hungry, still they are reading that book. Don't let the world make you believe that because your 4 friends, your 3 friends, and or you being alone is how life is. It's not true. There are very serious people out there in this world. And that is why we are very serious and we want to create TP family globally so that people can actually meet other people from TP family with a strong mindset. Guys, don't entertain that. If somebody comes to you and say, bro, life hard, or you'll be like, please, it's hard, but we are strong. You and your nonsense. Kick him out. Because enough is enough. You have tried those ways of growing up. Nothing is changing. Try something else. You have tried negativity for your whole life. Try positive and see. At least if it doesn't work, you have nothing to lose. You are broke anyways, isn't it? So you need to be able to understand that your brain does not have to entertain nonsense. It doesn't have to entertain things that will not take you anywhere. So number 1, I'm establishing the point that the brain has the ability to rewire. Cliff, how? I'm telling you, there is something in your brain called neural pathways. And when it goes through a process that changes your wiring, it's called neuroplasticity. Your brain is able to enlarge and change and form. That means the weak you can become strong again. That is how it is. And you see, the only way you can rewire your mind is what goes in, not what you ignore. That is how life is. For example, if you go to the gym and you are working out, beyond just you becoming stronger, weakness is leaving your body. So the more weakness leaves your body, the more stronger you become. When you pick up water and you drink, what you are actually doing is you are quenching thirst. Is that true? So the more thirst you quench, the more less thirsty you become. If you pick up a book and you are reading, the more books you pick up and read, the more ignorance leaves your body and your mind and your life. Are you with me? So that is how life is. The more you get something in, the more something leave. And the more something leave, the more you become. So you assuming just because you are growing means that you are becoming. It's not true. We were made to put things in for things to leave. Are you with me? So the more book you pick up and you are reading, the more that ignorance is living in your life. The more ignorance is living in your life, the more wisdom is coming in. The more wisdom is coming in, the more you are becoming. So every single day you wake up, I am blessed. I am focused. When you think what you are doing is normal, keep on doing it 2 years and see. Something is leaving and something is coming. It's life. So your brain has the ability to go through that transformation. Now, what actually happens in the brain in order for neuroplasticity to happen? You see, your neurons, your brain cells, they connect into wiring patterns. So let's say, for example, I always tell people this, that I love drinking hot chocolate a lot. Now, that hot chocolate is not because hot chocolate is the most beautiful thing in the world. It's just that I'm wired. I'm wired since birth. I've been drinking Milo since, again, I'm sorry, it's Milo. Excuse me for all the UK people on this live stream. They said I should say Milo, not Milo. But growing up, it's Milo. Yeah? I'm wired. Milo. Maybe you guys should help me so that I'll rewire to start saying Milo. But anyways, because of the brain cells, it now connects into what we call the wiring patterns. So every repeated thoughts, every repeated emotions, every repeated declarations, every repeated thing you do, it becomes a stronger connection. So when you start trading and you came into the market and somebody told you come and copy and paste. So you copied the first one, you made money. Wire. Then you made money again. Wire. And then you lost money and you revenge trade and you made money. Wire. So your whole life right now you think, man, I don't know, I will still revenge trade and I will make money. So you are wired to believing that you will copy and paste to financial freedom. Now you are stuck there. So now we need to rewire that. Yes, copy and pasting maybe was supposed to show you that trading works, but come to learn and be serious. So when you start trading and you are losing And the first thing is you now basically just revenge trade and you made money. Wire. So your brain is very interesting. It's a defensive mechanism tool. So the more that you do something repeatedly, it builds a habit around it. So let's say, for example, you hit stop loss. Let's say you have 4 friends in your house or siblings. Every single time you hit stop loss, they can tell from your facial expression. You frown your face. Maybe they gave you the money and you lied, or maybe you borrowed the money and you lost it. So you have frown your face. Now, of course, you need to frown your face because trouble is coming. So at the end of the day, the more you frown your face, your brain is wiring. It's wiring that you hate stop losses. So now stop loss, which is supposed to be a good thing, your brain hates it because it's wired to hate it. Based on the facial expression and every single thing, you have wired yourself to hate stop losses. And anytime you hit TP, let's go, wiring. So now your brain is always looking for let's go. Now, if you don't get it, you frown. So now you are wired in a way you hate stop losses, you love take profit, but now you can't get take profit because you are not loving the stop losses, because you need to be able to stop a loss to be able to have a win if the trade is bad. Are you with me? So now if you react 100 times, 200 times, according to the law of neuroplasticity, your brain must change. It doesn't matter. So no matter how negative you are now, if you practice positivity for 100 times, come on now, something will happen to your brain. You will start rewiring. It is true. But you see, some people, they can't even go consistently declaring every morning. They are tired already. Day 1, I'm great. Day 2, I'm great. I'm powerful. I'm a disciplined trader. Day 3, I'm great. I'm becoming. Day 4, oh, more Cliff, man, this every day, I'm great. You are tired. It's not you talking. It's your subconscious mind. Are you with me? It's not your, what did I tell you? I told you, your subconscious mind don't believe you. What are we talking about, guys? Rewiring. You need to understand your brain has the ability to rewire. So even if you didn't come from a rich family can come from you. There is a beautiful story. Again, I want to talk about that beautiful story. It's about 2 kids, yeah? So it was just 2 kids that they grew up with an alcoholic father. So remember, 2 kids, they all grew up with an alcoholic father. And one of them became alcoholic, just like the father. And the other one became a very successful entrepreneur. So a journalist had the opportunity to interview the rich one. And he had to bring the other brother who is an alcoholic. And they said, well, how come your brother is a successful businessman and you unfortunately ended up being alcoholic? And they all gave one answer the same time: because of my father. What? So the same sentence, because of my father, created 2 different personalities. One is saying, because of my father, I became an alcoholic. And the other one say, because of my father, it motivated me to become an entrepreneur. Because of my father. So wherever you are right now, I don't know wherever you grew up. I don't know whatever that you are doing right now. I don't know the home, the parents that brought you up. I don't know the siblings. I don't even know what you're going through. But I want you to understand this, that the same sentence, because of my family, can mean 2 things. Choose one. You can either say, I am poor and broke today because of my family. Or you can be rich and successful today and say, because of my family. You can trade well and say it's because of my family, or you can trade negatively and say because of my family. But you have 2 options. Both of them can change your life. So if you didn't come from a rich family can come from you. So your brain has the ability to rewire. Are you with me? Now, scientifically, yes, you can create a new path. But also spiritually, I've told you guys this, that what you don't see is also as real as what you see. In fact, what we don't see is much more real than what you see. There's a beautiful Bible verse. The Bible says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The Bible didn't say by the replacing of your mind. No, Chief. Your brain is not going to be removed and put another one in there. By the renewing of your mind. So God gave us a brain that can be able to be healed and renewed. You know why? Because the kind of things sometimes you see in a week, If God didn't make this a possibility of renewing, we would have been in trouble. Imagine the things you would have still remembered 20 years ago. It is still there in your archives, but it doesn't have a stronghold over you. Why? The brain has been rewired. It has the potential to rewire. So, I wanted to establish this first part for you to understand, Cliff. You said I should remember my mind. Is it true? Yes. I've proven it to you by neuroscientific reasons and spiritual reasons. The number one, your brain has the ability to rewire because of what we call neuroplasticity. And then I've also told you that God made the brain that way because he knows we will go through sad things in life. We will lose family members. He knew that we will be hurt. We will go through things. So he wanted to help us so that when you go through any trauma, your brain will still have the ability to rewire to come out of that captivity, that bondage. So ladies and gentlemen, when I say fix your mind, fix your trading. Why? If this is your first time you're hearing me, it's because your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. And you, the retail trader, you are in trouble because you are everything opposite to who a trader is meant to be. So we have to rewire. Now today, the first route we are rewiring is emotional intelligence. A lot of us are not emotionally intelligent. A lot of us are not emotionally intelligent at all. So that is the first route. The first route is emotional intelligence. Listen, we are not trying to remove emotions. In fact, you don't want to remove emotions. Emotions is what makes you a human, so you need it. But you need to understand that we have two types of emotions. We have basic emotions and we have complex emotions. So basic emotion is a type of emotion that is perfectly normal. If you are here with me and I spoke about addiction and you're angry, it's normal. It's normal. I touched on something you don't want me to talk about. Those are normal emotions. But if after 30 minutes you are still angry at me, Chief, now that is a problem. That is no more a basic emotion. It's a complex emotion. It creates irritation, anger, rage. Are you with me? So how is complex emotions formed? A complex emotion is formed when two or more basic emotions comes together. So when two or more basic emotions comes together, it forms a complex one. And a complex emotion is what you don't want because it will lead to a reaction you don't need. Are you with me? And in life, it is always like that. So let's say, for example, you've had 2 stop losses in a row and I'm angry because I didn't want them to lose the money. It's a basic emotion. But after 15 minutes, I am there. And I heard the trading view notification. Ding! And you tagline it and said TP4. So it came all the way down. It hit your stop loss. And you are getting notifications on TradingView telling you that it has hit your TP4. Now your brain, as beautiful as it is, what it's going to do is, my God, why did I even bring stop loss to break even? Why didn't I even remove the stop loss? Now, don't allow it. In that moment, don't allow it. Because listen, you don't beat a thought by thinking. You beat a thought by talking. Remember, what am I teaching you? How to become emotionally intelligent. You don't beat a thought by thinking. If you are thinking a thought, the thought has already beaten you. So, why didn't you enter this trade? Man, the market is moving every day. I am becoming. You are crazy, yes, but save yourself. I am becoming. This is not the only trade. I know tomorrow I can get another trade. It's nothing. I will get another trade tomorrow. Talk like a mad person because if you allow that thought to rest, that's it. Why? Because emotions are biochemical reactions in your body. You may have heard me say this before. If you take a paracetamol drug or Panadol, you don't tell Panadol, go into my body and heal the headache. Why? Because Panadol knows what to do. Because of mechanism of action. When it goes into your body, it will fix the pain. So is emotions. The biochemical reaction. When cortisol as a chemical is released into your body, it will create stress. And when you are stressed, you will react. Are you with me? So don't beat a thought by thinking. You beat a thought by talking. Are you with me? The minute you start talking, thoughts vanish. Now, What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is how you understand how you feel, what you feel, and what to do with what you are feeling. So in other words, emotional intelligence, I wrote down here 3 things. The ability for you to recognize, understand, and control. Please write this down. The ability for you to recognize, understand, and control. That is emotional intelligence. That's it. Let me check the comment section right now. Is everybody learning? If you guys are learning, drop some number ones in the chat. So what did I say? Emotional intelligence is the ability for you to recognize, understand, and control. Please, where we are going now, I want you to pay attention a lot because you're about to start taking a lot of notes, okay? So emotional intelligence is the ability for you to recognize, understand, and control. These 3 reasons should even give you the understanding of what you're going to do already, practically, to become emotional intelligent. Are you with me? So, emotions, as I told you, they are biochemical signals. When we say, now I have taught you guys about some of the biochemical examples. Let me know if TP family people are learning. I know that you say you want to learn psychology. Psychology is science. What is psychology again? Being able to study yourself, your behavior, your mindset, your emotions, the study of it is psychology, right? So let me go into the comment. Let's do Crash Course 101. What are some of the examples of biochemical signals? You know, I've said some of them many times. Drop one in the comment. What are some of the biochemical signals you know? Cortisols. The other one is dopamine. Do you know one? One more. Cortisols, dopamine, and what? Adrenaline. Yes, adrenaline as well. So you understand, when these biochemicals are in your body, what is going to happen is you will now start to react. So when you allow the chemicals to be released into your body, it's going to cause reactions. You need to understand this. So when somebody is stressed, instead of you saying, oh, this person, and you are tagging the person with identity, just let the person know the cortisol is overload. You need to start smiling. The same way if you are angry, and the same way if you are stressed, the same thing. Are you with me? So you need to understand that they rise fast and they trigger reactions in the body. And when these reactions become repetitive, they form a wiring pattern. So stay with me. In order for a pattern to be formed in your brain, it needs these biochemical signals a lot. So if I pick up my phone every single morning when I wake up, dopamine. After 100 times, my brain is wired to pick up my phone without seeing. You know, one of the days I realized that phone addiction is crazy. Before I started staying away from my phone and notifications, there were days I would pick up my phone and just open WhatsApp, even though probably I have no message. Just like that, instantly. And I'm like, what? Even though there are no notifications, like I don't know if I'm going to check. I don't know what I'm doing there. I just know that my hands is going there. And I started rewiring my mind to make sure this doesn't go further. So the more you do something repeatedly, by these chemical reactions in your body, it starts to rewire. So Cliff, how does it happen? The minute you are doing something over and over again, the same way the more you release good things in your mind, you will find good hormones, happy hormones, okay, coming into your body. And then what happens? It will form good behavior. Are you with me? Good. So we are going to retrain it. Why traders must master this? Because trading is a high emotional game. Every day you are making decisions in the market. Every day. Every day. It doesn't matter. Every day. It doesn't matter. You are making emotional decisions in the market. Every day. So because of that, if you don't control your emotions will control you. They will lead your trace and they will bleed your account. Did you hear what I just said? They will bleed your account. I wrote down here, and I want you to write down with me as well. Stop loss isn't the problem. How your nervous system reacts to it is the real issue. So I say this all the time, that a stop loss is a stop trade. I say this all the time, that a stop loss is a stop trade. That a stop loss is a stop trade. Can you tell the media that I want to get up a little bit, if they can raise it up for me a little bit? Yeah. So a stop loss is a stop trade. Are you guys with me? A stop loss is a stop trade. It's very, very important to understand this. Now that you understand that you cannot eliminate emotions entirely from the business, because the market moves up or down by emotions anyway. Fear, greed, it doesn't matter. Fear, greed, it doesn't matter. So you are not going to be able to eliminate emotions from your trading directly, but you're going to have to learn how to become emotionally intelligent. Are you with me? I want to be able to get up a little bit. I'm tired sitting down, so let me get up. So thank you. So at the end of the day, you need to become emotionally intelligent. It is very important that you guys understand this. Now, we are going to talk about how then do you start becoming emotionally intelligent. I wrote down here 5 ways, practical things, you are going to become emotionally intelligent. Practical things. Practical things. Practical ways you can become emotionally intelligent. Practical ways you can become emotionally intelligent. It's very important that you guys understand this. Sorry, guys, I've just been sitting down for a while. I just want to get up a little bit. All right? You guys can hear me, right? Can you guys still hear me? Can you confirm if they can hear me in the comment? Can you guys drop some number ones in the chat if you can hear me? Okay, good. So practical ways you can become emotionally intelligent. Very important you understand this. So now we have been, let me just go back a little bit. Now that I'm up, I think I have a little bit energy right now again. Sitting down was a little bit tiring. So sorry about that. But we started today's masterclass from a very important point of view. We said that you are becoming, because this is the Fix Your Mind, Fix Your Trading series, which we're going to be learning a lot, from emotional intelligence to cognitive biases and all of that. So number one, we started by saying you cannot put a new wine in an old wine skin. So I commented and I said, guys, be very serious when it comes to breaking any addiction that is holding you back. Then we started by talking about something very important here. And what we're talking about was about understanding the reality of how your mind has the ability to rewire. And if your mind has the ability to rewire, you need to be able to understand that. You need to be able to understand that it's good news for you. Number one, from a neuroscientific point of view and a spiritual point of view as well. That your brain was created to be able to rewire itself based on what you do repeatedly. So I started by saying we are talking about the first root. And the first root is about emotions. And in order for you to control your emotions, because you cannot remove it. So in order for you to control your emotions, you need to become emotionally intelligent. And I started by saying emotional intelligence is about recognizing the emotions, it's about understanding the emotions, and it's about controlling the emotions. Because if you don't control the emotions will control you. Are you with me? Now that you understand that the foundation of emotional intelligence, and by the way, if you have not seen our foundational information about emotional intelligence, go to the masterclass, previous ones, and you can learn something as well. Now, let's talk about something here. At the end of the day, I wrote down here 5 things you can do practically to be able to become emotionally intelligent as well. Now, step number 1, I wrote down here, you need to learn to catch the emotion early. That is the first thing you need to do. You need to learn how to catch the emotion early. Nobody revenge trade randomly. Your revenge trade don't just start. Your over trading don't just start. Your cutting losses too early doesn't just start. It starts from somewhere. And that is the beautiful thing about when you are rewiring or becoming. There is always a pattern. So the same way you study the pattern of the market is the same way you can study the pattern of your emotions. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to be able to understand how to be able to catch the emotion early. So the first thing that you need to do, as I wrote down here, you need to write down, what am I feeling right now? Let's do a quick example right now. What are you feeling right now? Every single person, if you are taking notes, I want you to write it in your notepad. What are you feeling right now? Exciting, happy, joyful, hungry, tired? How are you feeling right now? Write it down. Let's do it, because this is a practical thing. Do it with me so that you will know how to do it when you're not with me. Learn to catch the emotion early. How do you do that? You got to talk to yourself. Self-awareness is key. What am I feeling right now? What are you feeling right now? Write it down in your book. This is a very serious test, so take it seriously. What are you feeling right now? Is it done? If you are done writing it, drop some number ones in the chat. Are you writing it down? What am I feeling right now? What are you feeling? If you guys are done writing, put in the chat. Now, if you are done writing down how you are feeling, I want you to write this down. Answer this for me. What triggered what you are feeling? Write it down. What triggered what you are feeling? 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 Write it down, please. What triggered what you are feeling? So that is the first way to identify. Let's say you're happy. You're happy? What triggered it? Because I'm here. Okay, so now example like that. So if you're happy seeing me, then if that triggered your emotion, that is it. So every single time that you are asking yourself, how am I feeling? And you go like, I'm angry. What triggered it? That is the first step. So the first step is to learn how to catch your emotion early. So if you say, Cliff, I don't know why I'm over trading. That pattern, they always start from somewhere. If you are feeling nothing, that is a good sign. It means that you are mindful. You are listening. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's not a bad emotion. It worries me a little bit. You don't have emotions. So are you not happy today? Okay, what are you feeling today? Right now was a bad question. He's feeling something. So what are you feeling right now? What are you feeling today? Let's not say right now. What are you feeling today? But don't worry. Let me be serious. Let me not digress. So let me explain what I'm doing right now with you. I'm showing you what you're doing now. That is how you catch emotions early. The ability for you to write it down and say, I am angry, I am sad, I am happy. It doesn't matter. So one of the ways, I'm going to give you guys a task. In fact, the task, I will put it also in the community tab. But the whole of this week, write down what you are feeling every day, every minute, if you are feeling something. And always trace what triggered it. Some of you will find out that what is triggering your emotions is your relationship. It's your relationship. Your relationship is triggering your emotions. You are emotional too much. The boy and the girl is hurting you. Some of you guys are over trading, not because the market did anything. You didn't get how are you doing this morning, so you are angry. And you went and blew your account. You say, Cliff, I don't know why the market is manipulating me. Chief, you are lying. Anyway, so learn to catch the emotion early is step number 1. Step number 2, track the pattern. So in order for you to be able to catch your emotion early, then the next thing is you need to track the pattern. How do you track the pattern? Remember, you are writing down how you are feeling every single day. What are we doing now? It's important you understand the concept of what we're doing today. You are learning how to become emotionally intelligent. Okay? So the first step is you need to trace or catch the emotion early. How do you do that? By having a small journal. It can be your phone. Me, the way I do mine is I talk to myself a lot. I have over I have over, I think, give and take, 240 recordings this year alone. Some of them is thoughts, many thoughts. My name is Cliff Cheqona. I'm happy and grateful now. Many thoughts. So you need to track your emotions. How are you feeling? You know, so the step one, you track it. It can be voice notes, it can be notes, it can be notepad. It doesn't matter. But that's the first step. Catch the emotion early. So the minute you start to feel angry, what triggered it? It could be, oh, I lost this trade. So that's step number one. Step number two, track the pattern. If it keeps happening over and over again, it's not random. It means you are wired. It has become now a loop. So let's say, as for you, every single time, I discovered a pattern about me. And a lot of people have that pattern. You have it too. When they see food, they sink. So if you are here and as soon as you see a food, maybe you order for your meal and it's coming and you are singing, it's an emotion. You're happy. I'm sorry, but yes. As soon as you see the food, you see either the person whistle. Now you are happy all of a sudden. Happy homos has come. Just because food came, it's a pattern. You are wired. It's good, but you are wired. So you need to be able to understand that the more you see something happen over and over again, you are tracking the pattern. Are you with me? So let's say, for example, every single time, maybe you don't pray before you trade, you don't trade well. It's a pattern. That means emotionally you're not stable. Guys, it's very important you understand these steps. Step number one, catch the emotion early. Step number two, track it. Track your journal. Yesterday, once upon a time, there was an individual I was holding accountable, and I realized he always lose money on Thursdays, weirdly. And we realized that Monday, Tuesday, he's happy. Wednesday, Thursdays, he's already mentally exhausted. You see, some of you guys are growing, and your brain is not the same as when you were young. So mentally, fatigue-wise, you are growing. Some of you guys also, you are too clumsy, too excited all the time quickly. All these things are emotions. Track it. So you will know that every single Monday. So you know that Monday I don't trade and Tuesday I don't trade is justifiable, but it's not absolute. Because some people also perform very well on a Monday. But that is from somebody who didn't perform well on a specific day. So they just decided to make it a system. Are you with me? So track the pattern. It will show you that some of you guys are supposed to stop trading on Tuesdays. Because maybe Tuesday you have prayer meeting and so many different things. You will never know. Step number two, track the pattern. Emotional 14 days. I'm giving you guys a task. In the next 14 days, track the pattern of tracking your emotions. Write down what you feel, what triggered it. What you feel, what triggered it. Then step number three, separate truth from emotion. Not all emotions tell the truth. Some are just echoes of trauma or old reactions. For example, it's very difficult for me to be impressed. So, and it came from my behavior of being a perfectionist. You know, my grandmother will always ask me, maybe let's say if I'm happy, she will say, Junior, why are you happy? True story. She will ask me, why are you happy? So I didn't grow up seeing happiness as something that I should, be happy with. So even when the whole team is excited because we hit our milestone, maybe we hit 70,000 followers, or we are about to launch our book and they are all celebrating, I don't really go hard because it's a rewiring. And so one time, my executive assistant went ahead and he said, it's because, Cliff, you're a perfectionist. And I said, wow, really? But she was right. Perfectionist. And perfectionism creates another form of emotion. It makes you not see when good things are even happening. And so you need to be able to understand that when you track your emotions, it really helps a lot. Again, once upon a time, there was, every single time, true story, when I was tracking my portfolio, I realized that back in the days, I will always buy, and the buys are making money, and the sales I'm losing. Why? And I started to track my emotions and realize that my brain don't love sales. So every single time I am buying, I'm confident. I am able to analyze the market well, but sales, I'm in trouble. That means I don't like seeing something coming down. So emotionally, I am attached to it in a traumatized way because growing up, a lot of things don't last. So when I see things like that, it makes me become either analysis paralyzed, or whatever one not. So, guys, when you track your emotions, very good. So, number 3, you're going to now separate the emotions, the truth from the emotion. How do you do that? You ask yourself, is this emotion telling me the truth, or is it reminding me of an old fear? If the emotion is telling the truth, deal with it. If it's reminding you of an old fear, declare it. I am no more this. I am becoming. So step number 1, what did I say? Catch the emotion early. Step number 2, track the pattern. Step number 3, separate the truth from emotion. The last but one, step number 4, rewire the reaction. Rewire the reaction. Now, every single time you catch an emotion, so let's say, for example, a stop loss. Let's use a stop loss as an example. Let's say, as I was telling you guys, and we're gonna do something right now. I think we are all gonna do it. You're gonna do it as well here. You wanna try it? You're gonna try it. It's a very good one. So we're gonna do something right now, guys. I wanna show you something right now. I always tell people that when you smile, it brings happy hormones in you. When you frown your face, it releases stress hormones. And some people right now listening to me, you have chronic stress. That means if you are not stressed, you are not fine. You have to be stressed to be fine. It's not a good behavior. And stress kills. Beyond just even becoming a profitable trader, it kills. So I always tell people this. When you hit a stop loss, smile. People think I'm crazy. But smiling every time you hit a stop loss is a way of you rewiring your mind to love stop losses, because a stop loss is a stop trade. Cliff, I don't feel like smiling. When I smile, what will happen? When you smile, your brain can never believe anything negative. Cliff, I don't feel like smiling. Okay, widen the corners of your lips. We all do it. Can you do it? Widen the corners of your lips. Now show your teeth. Can you try it? Now, just try it. Now I want you to say something. I am a failure. Smile while saying it. I want everybody to do it. Everybody in this room, on the internet, say it. While you are smiling, say, I am a failure. I am a failure. I am a failure. You see, your brain doesn't believe you. It doesn't believe you because it knows that, wait, why is he saying I am a failure while he's smiling? Your brain is saying that. So people don't understand. It's psychology. Psychology is very beautiful. So when you now imagine you imagine you now declaring and say, I'm great. I'm great. Your brain is like, you are lying, chief. You are not great because you are frowning. So you have to say, I'm great. I am great. Your brain has to believe in you. So every time you hit a stop loss, you smile. Wow. Almost this trade just hit stop loss. You let the tears come. Your brain will think it's tears of joy. You see, that's the good thing about the brain. It has tears of sorrow and tears of joy. So you cry, oh, more $100 gone. But just try it. I'm telling you guys, it's a psychological serious trick. You smile when you hit a stop loss. Eventually, after 100 times, 50 times, your brain will not be like, it's normal, man. I lost money today. Good, whatever. We'll come back again. Psychology. You have studied your pattern. You are growing. Now, so that is number 4. Rewire the reaction. I hope you guys are trying it. Smile and say something negative and see. Your brain will not believe you. The subconscious mind is very powerful. Now, the second one is the oxygen tax. You know, still do that, because whether you don't do that or not, the house rent is so gone because you want to protect your future self. I know what you mean, but that is funny. That is very true because, guys, I have been there before. Losing money you're not supposed to touch. That was the money I laid my hands on and said, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, please don't let my account blow any blue. That account, I prayed over it. True story, I was praying. I said, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, please don't let my account blow any blue. And you see, that time, no emotional intelligence. What are you doing? Close the trade. Chief. What was I thinking? That I really thought just by praying over it, God will send angels to hold the financial market. You see how lack of emotional intelligence lets you play? So number 1, smile. Number 2, the oxygen tax. 4-7-8 breathing technique, guys. 4-7-8 breathing technique. You breathe in and you breathe out. Try it before you trade. Try it after you trade. Try it during trading. Very important. The last one is language overwrite. Listen, guys. Language overwriting. I am great. I am not who I used to be. I am becoming. I am a disciplined trader. Because the more you declare with your voice, the more something comes into your mind. Let me recap this and we'll wrap up. Number 1, what did I say? Learn to catch the emotions early. Number 2, track the pattern. The same way you do top-down analysis, that is the same way you can do top-down analysis on your emotions. Track the pattern. Number 3, separate the truth from emotion. If you are angry because you are hungry, face the truth. Go and drink water. But if it's landing session, chief, don't eat kenke. Don't eat eba. If you eat kenke in the morning before you trade, you are in trouble. You would think it's a double bottom. Then number 4 is rewire the reaction. Daily drills. Rewire the reaction. And the last one is repeat, reflect, and respect the time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you need to understand. You are not emotional because you are weak. You are emotional because you were never trained. And today you are becoming emotionally intelligent. How do you do that? It starts from being practical. You are not going to become emotionally intelligent by assuming you are. You have to be serious. And so on this masterclass, my attempt, remember, this is just the first roots. And you see, the way I'm doing it here, you will be shocked with what you will become after this series. Because the overtrading, the revenge trading, the cutting losses too early, they are all a group of emotions that has one root. And if you're able to cut the root from there, it will fix all of the rest of the problem. That is how we are fixing your mind and fixing your trading this season. Are you with me? So please, I'm going to give you guys a program. It's a 14 days program. Please write it down and let's wrap up. The whole of the next 14 days, from Monday going all the way to the following Monday, I want you to track your emotions. Track it. Write it down. If you don't know how to do it, no problem. I will share the way you would track it, please, on the community tab. I will post this on Monday, 12 p.m. Dubai time. The way to track your emotions will be posted on the community tab. Come to the community tab on the YouTube channel and come and get the direction of the game plan for tracking your emotions. After we have tracked your emotions, the next thing now is to help you to be able to go out from there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the journey of giving you information, truth information that will help you fix your mind, fix your trading. I know that you are losing trades. Believe me, I get messages a lot. But that's why I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, there isn't much I can do all the time on this masterclass. Go to the Cheqona.com. Go to the consult page and book a meeting with me. Guys, you are not paying anything. Of course, there is an option that if you want to sow into this mission so that we can help more people, you can. But you are not paying anything for the check-in and the deep dive. Why are you not booking a consult? Consult. Come to the consult. It's as simple as that. Talk to me. Tell me your issues. Let us talk and take it out from there. With that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, today, to not take much more of you guys your time, this is the first roots. We are going to do over 7. I have 7 episodes of this parts, 7 parts of this Fix Your Mind, Fix Your Trading series. And at the end of the day, you will get to learn practical ways to fix your mind, to fix your trading. It's when you breathe in and you breathe out. Can I do it and then we wrap up? Okay, so we're going to do it now. Let me show you guys how it's done. So I'm going to set a timer here for 2 minutes. Let's all do it. It's a very powerful thing. Try it. Somebody asked for it. Let's try it. Yeah, so oxygen is the ability for you to clear your waves by breathing in. So let's all do it. We're all even tired and hungry. So number 1, now 2 minutes time. There you go. We're going to breathe in. Hold it for 4 seconds. And then you breathe out. So anytime that you breathe in like that, and you hold your breath in here, because as a human being, you need oxygen in your brain. So if there is not much oxygen in your brain, what is going to happen is you will not be able to think well because the brain needs oxygen. Are you with me? So let's say there are some people that, unfortunately, I know this firsthand. There are people that your room ventilation is not strong. So when you wake up, you need to do this. So breathe in again. 4 seconds. Breathe in. Hold it for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now breathe out 8 seconds. Guys, some of you guys don't die on me. Okay, some of you guys holding your breath. I can, wherever you are, I can see that you're struggling. So this is what we call the oxygen tax or the oxygen detox. It simply means that you breathe in and you breathe out. You can use either the 4 breathing technique. It's called the 4 box, 4-4-4 or 4-7-8, depending on your lungs capacity, the strength of it. That's it. It helps a lot. It takes oxygen into your brain. It helps you to think well. Remember, as a trader, you are a performer. All right, guys, I'm going to add all of this into the to-do list of this coming 14 days program, okay? So expect the 14 days program on Monday, 12 p.m. Dubai time, and we will all do it together. Believe me, it will rewire your mind. Believe me. It will not change all over, but it will do something for you, okay? So with that all being said, thank you so much, guys, for coming on this masterclass today. I know I did stretch you guys a little bit, but because this series, I need to stretch you so that you can get the practical things. Is there any other question that is on that I didn't answer? We are done, right? Yes, 2 minutes just happened. If you are done, congratulations. Okay. With that all being said, if you have any questions, don't forget to email me privately. Go to the website, email me, whatever. I will try to communicate back with you guys as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much. My name is Cheqona, and on behalf of the TP family, fix your mind, fix your trading. I will see you guys next week. God bless.
Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Fix your mind, fix your trading.